There's a line on the election?
Yeah, there's a money line.
All right, how do they do that?
Obama's favored. I think Obama's, you bet 140 to win 100.
Why is it that doesn't sound good?
It doesn't at all. So it's just obviously win or lose, and you get $140 if I give you 100.
No, you give him 140, he gives you 100.
Well, that's crap. If I win, I'm down.
No, I mean, you get your 140 back, but that's what you have to bet to win 100.
I'm trusting you.
Or if McCain, it's you bet 100 to win 120.
How about I bet with somebody in the room that I know, just Everett, me and Everett bet. I bet on Obama. No, McCain, the old guy.
Even money?
Slow down.
Yeah.
I'm in. How much?
$1,716.
Okay, but
I thought you owed $16.12.
What is it?
1612.
$16.12.
Whom do you owe $16.12?
People.
One person.
One person. A bookie.
Oh, okay.
Cowboys.
So you're wanting to double your loss?
I can double my loss. McCain's going to win.
No, McCain's not.
Well, McCain's going to win.
He's down by 14 points.
I don't care how many points he's down by. This debate tonight, McCain doesn't have to win. Obama just can't screw it up. If Obama stays status quo and doesn't blow it, there's nothing McCain can do.
Yeah, Obama's already made his first big gaffe yesterday.
What did he do?
When he started talking about redistribution of wealth, that's a big red flag to a lot of people.
Is that socialism?
Yes.
That's
I heard, you got it?
Got 142.
Mark Davis played that today. Very enamored by the clip. Where'd you get the clip?
It was just online somewhere, one of the news services I was going through.
What cut?
142 is the Obama comment, and then 145 is the guy that asked the question saying, I wasn't impressed by his answer. In fact, it scared me.
Did Obama know that this guy was taping it?
That I don't know.
Because I would hardly... Mark Davis just referred... You going to let me talk?
Sure.
I'm wound up on it.
All right, you go ahead.
Venom stuff.
Back over here.
Have you had any of it?
No. I don't like energy drinks. I like to give them away.
Oh, that's right. Dan, did you enjoy the energy drinks that JD stole from me?
I did, actually. I do enjoy the Venom.
You're welcome to take some more.
Thank you. And it's actually saying a lot because I've tried most of them, and honestly, a majority of them I don't really like the taste of. A lot of them taste just, the same.
I think I had too many of those over the weekend. Oh, great. Because I was up in the middle of the night going, who's got a phone?
You didn't call me. Who did you call?
I don't think I called Trey. I bothered him during the Texas OU game. I decided to give him a respite. All right, cut what?
142 is Obama's comment.
Okay.
Your new tax plan is going to tax me more, doesn't it?
It's not that I want to punish your success. I just want to make sure that...
All right, here's the background on this, only because I heard it on Mark's show today, who, again, was very emotional about this. Listen to this clip. Do not get out of the car. Good Lord. This guy, I think, makes about 80, 90 grand a year, and he's looking at buying a company. It's about $250. Mm-hmm. And that's why he's asking Obama about this.
Your success, I just want to make sure that everybody...
Let me back it up.
Your new tax plan is going to tax me more, doesn't it?
It's not that I want to punish your success. I just want to make sure that everybody who is behind you, that they've got a chance at success, too. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody.
That was the one that Mark was fervent about. Good Lord, man, that's communism.
Sweet Jesus. I would think you would, among everybody, that would piss you off. That's really why I pulled this. I didn't know Mark used it at all.
I already knew that Obama, he hasn't used that phrase, but that's what he's talked about nonstop. You're going to give a tax break to the middle class, and you're going to tax the upper end, and you're going to increase the social programs. That's what he's been talking about. That's why it's called socialism.
It appeals to everybody, you're right.
They don't appeal to me.
Well, it appeals to Everett to the tune of $1,600 plus.
Why would that appeal to you, Everett?
Well, those are obviously two separate issues. JD's bet appeals to me because I'm going to win. With respect to socialism, I mean, it's a matter of degree. Are we talking about equalization of finances among all Americans, or are we talking about...
He's talking about taking from one and giving to the other.
Well, but that's my point.
It's damn hot and humid in here. I'm not growing weed. Go turn the air down. Go ahead, Everett.
In my view, it's a matter of degree. That would obviously be one extreme. I think what Obama is referring to is the fact that he's going to tax the wealthy, the people that in the top 5% of income earners, and not do the same thing in kind for the other 95%. So I think that's a far cry from equalization of assets for all.
But he just said spreading the wealth. Well, that means I'm going to take from somebody who has it and give it to somebody who didn't take the time to earn it.
Well, and I think that is a principle at play anytime you're talking about taxing people at different levels.
Yes.
Thank you. Is there another clip?
Yes. 145 is the gentleman responding, saying, I wasn't very impressed, actually, with his answer.
Responding to who?
This is the guy. He's actually talked to Neil Cavuto last night on TV. This is the man who
karate guy?
No, this is just play it. It's the guy who asked Obama the question.
On the phone now? Whose show is it?
Neil Cavuto.
Well, isn't that important?
I said it.
You just said it.
I just said it before that. You said it was a Karate Kid.
When I asked, you just said, here's his response. Well, he's obviously talking to somebody. Why don't you tell me it's the Pat Morita before we get to that?
Cavuto.
Here's how he responds. To whom?
I think you know who that was anyway.
On the phone now is Joe Wurzelbacher. Joe, did he win you over?
No, not at all. His answer actually scared me even more.
How so?
Oh, he said he wants to distribute wealth. And, I mean, I'm not trying to make statements here, but, I mean, that's kind of a socialist viewpoint. I worked for that. It's my discretion who I want to give my money to. It's not the government's to decide that I make a little too much, and so I need to share it with other people. That's not the American dream. And I just resent the government or Barack Obama's plan to take more away from me.
And that's exactly what that sounds like. Whether Obama meant it in those terms, that's what I got out of it.
Dan shaking his head no, that he didn't mean it like that.
Spreading the wealth means spreading the wealth.
No, you're right.
It means you're taking people who don't have wealth and giving it to them. You don't give them the chance to earn it. You're just going to hand it to them.
Yeah. And if you break it down to that really simple form, that would absolutely be socialism. But like Everett was saying, it's a matter of degrees. Technically, we already have a degree of socialism in this country based on the different tax brackets that we have.
And the different social services that we provide to the less fortunate. I mean, that's essentially spreading the wealth to people who have none. Homeless shelters.
Welfare. Yeah, but the problem is you tax the top 5% more. Economics 101, those are the people that are creating jobs and stimulating the economy. And the government doesn't handle money well to begin with. So really, is that really what you want?
No.
But we already have that anyway.
No, it's not something I want.
But do you want more? I mean...
No, I certainly don't. I'll have none of that. Next window. And I also, I don't know where it came from. Might have been Mark Davis. Said if you start taxing the upper end and more the corporations, that's going to stifle the economy because they're going to go, we can't afford to create new jobs. We can't do any more of that because that's going to change the tax bracket. All of a sudden, we got more money, and they're going to come take it away from us. So why should I spend the extra man hours just to hand it over to somebody else who can't manage their own money to begin with, and I got no American dream?
Where's my motivation? I've lost it.
It's not just motivation. They're taking more of your disposable income that you would either put in the system or hire a new employee. And especially when you have an economy teetering on, I mean, we're already in a recession, but teetering on a severe recession, that's not, I mean, I have yet to see an economist who says that's the way to go.
It still doesn't make any difference. The two policies, it's going to be of no consequence. Obama looks presidential. McCain looks dead.
Yeah, it's nice of him to rise from the grave for these debates.
Shut up.
And again, you know why he's stiff and why he moves around. You've got years and years of torture, no medical treatment. But nobody remembers that. If he moved around on stage and you saw that, and every time he couldn't lift his arms up, you know he couldn't do that because he served his country. But nobody thinks in those terms. You just look at the two. One looks like a peepaw, and the other one, looks like the other one.
The town hall thing didn't serve him very well because it was moving around on stage. When you face
but that's what he likes.
I know, but somebody needs to tell him to quit wandering around, that old man.
Well, what would look worse? McCain
get a couple of podiums and just have him lean up against it.
That's exactly.
And get a couple of bungee cords and make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
I would almost think in that town hall format it would look worse if all McCain did was stand there. Here you have all this space to use.
Is you got a podium, you just kind of lean up against it, have somebody time to it.
Yeah.
Same thing with Obama, and nobody moves, and everybody looks like they're just resting.
That's what tonight is, right?
Right. It's a regular debate. They both have the podiums. It's not going to matter. But I'm saying that the town hall thing, all they had was a stool and a little easel, basically.
They had that because McCain wanted it. I don't know why he likes the venues where he can move around, where that's the one thing he can't do.
The shuffle thing, yeah, that just looks bad. And it's a shame, because that's not really why we want a president. We want a president that can do something and has good plans. But that's what, I'd say, half of the people vote on the way you look?
That's why JFK got in the White House. The debate, the critics at the time said Nixon won the debate in 60, but just because he looked so hairy.
Yeah. Sinister, dark.
Sinister. That's why he lost.
Yeah. There's that whole mob union votes, West Virginia.
As far as what goes?
As far as Kennedy getting elected.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I read the wrong website. But thanks for correcting me on the air. Anything else you want to correct me on?
No, just saying there was other things.
You get that sink fixed in my mom's house?
Yes, it's fixed.
You go poke the other ones and see if they're going to fall out?
I'll poke them all. I'll dance on them. It was a fluke accident. It's not that big of a deal.
But the sink is fixed?
Yes.
That's all I ever wanted.
What was the matter with the sink?
Oh, God, why'd you ask that?
I'm just asking. I don't know.
We're in the option period of a house that I technically bought for my mom. In the option period, it ain't really mine yet.
Right.
Inspector came out, went through everything. I go out over the weekend just to take a look around the house. I go into the master, check one of the sinks. It falls out.
What do you mean falls out?
You know where the sink normally sits on the counter?
Yeah.
It didn't stay there.
Well, what'd you do to it?
It's an undermounted sink, by the way. It's not.
I didn't have to do anything.
You just walked by and it fell down?
I walked in, I turned the water on, and the stopper was closed, so I grabbed the stopper, pulled it up, and then the sink fell. And then Trey's trying to explain to me, well, that happens. Why didn't the inspector catch that? That's a pretty big deal to have fixtures not be fixed.
As I said, it could happen in 90 days, 99 times. You could go poke on that thing. You could press on it. You do whatever you want.
I only poked on it once. Who got my other 100?
It was a fluke. You're going to get 100 more. You can go over there every day and poke on it, and it's not going to fall out.
I don't want the house.
Oh, good Lord.
I don't blame you. Stuff falls, breaks.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know what else he missed. If he missed the fact that sinks don't stay in, there could be something actually important.
Well, first of all, if you're the one who got the cheap inspector.
You gave me a few different names,
and
one of them wanted like $900. This guy wanted
less.
Bud,
things happen.
Everett, I'm beating your ass during the break.
Why? What about that? You're going to have to get behind me.
I didn't know anything about it. Hell, you bring up a sink falling. Who's not going to ask that question?
Wouldn't you think it would be prudent to go in just as an inspector, whether I'm paying you in beer or actual cash?
Right.
You check the plumbing and make sure that it's going to stay where it is.
I'm not an expert on such issues, but yes, I think that should be detected by any competent inspector.
It's glue. And I hate to even defend your inspector because you got the cheap one, but it's glue. Stuff falls. Things happen.
Why do things fall as soon as I buy them?
Because, first of all, much like your house you have now, when the hockey player had moved out, it had been vacant for a while. So with this one, when houses are vacant...
So you had little sink gremlins come in and shake all the sinks.
Houses are vacant, and you don't have as much temperature control. Things happen. It just is the way it is.
So they don't construct these houses to actually function in heat?
Not massive heat changes, no. No, it's physics. Things can contract, expand, especially when there's no temperature control.
I went to college. I know what
Eastfield doesn't count.
God, you're a mother. Are both the liaison? Thank you.
I think that's first time Trey's actually thrown up his University of Texas diploma in your face. That doesn't count.
Oh, Eastfield doesn't count.
Eastfield's fine, but
Eastfield doesn't count. How about if I get some current students from Eastfield up here to debate you? I don't believe there'll be too many words spoken. It'll be loud.
I saw your training. Physics was not your strong suit, nor really any of the sciences.
I didn't take physics.
I know.
But according to his transcript, he did.
I actually dropped it like within a week.
I dropped everything.
I know.
That stuff's hard.
College.
I failed to see how any of this makes it okay that the sink fell.
It's glue, Everett.
Because he thinks I don't understand the physics of expand and contract.
Well, you think it's this huge deal. It didn't damage
The
anything.
thing fell out. And
It didn't damage anything.
My point is, we don't know what else that this inspector missed.
To pay for a good inspector.
He wanted too much.
Well, get what you pay for.
Well, then don't give me a name on there that turns out to be a window licker.
I gave you a list because I didn't want to hear you bitch.
I guarantee I could probably go check all the seals on the windows on those passed. You didn't tell me on the list you were going to give me a blowfish to go check the house.
What if that roof's attached? That's way up there. Never mind. It looks good from here.
I'd poke it, but that's too high.
We'll know the first.
Hang on, let me just stare at it for a couple of minutes. No, still there. Let's see here. The roof passes. Do I need to get another inspector?
The house is fine. The glue broke. They put it back in. It's fine. It just happens every once in a while. You even had a guy who built the W Hotel who tried to explain it and you hung up on him. It just happens. It's adhesive.
Why does it happen during the crossover? Why didn't it happen to them? Why does it happen to me the very first time I touch it?
Vacant house.
Let's say I bought a car. The very first time I go to drive it, the engine falls out.
Different story. That's a complete...
It's exactly the same thing.
Absolutely not. You're
The
talking
engine
about...
is mounted to stay there, and the same thing with a sink.
First of all, the engine's mounted with screws and stuff. Second of all, you're talking about a complete structural breakdown. If the damn left wall fell off, then you've got an issue. But that's not what we're talking about.
How do I know the left wall's not going to fall out if the sinks can't stay in? How do I know that the walls are going to be stationary? Damn things might be on casters.
You're talking about
I bought a house that's nothing but a lazy Susan. Well, at least it's easy to find my furniture. You spin the walls. Every day it's like going home to The Price is Right and you spin the wall. Look at all these fries.
Use your car analogy.
I don't need a car analogy. I understand the entire concept. Sometimes things happen. I don't like them if I'm buying something. That's my biggest thing. Is the sink fixed?
Yes.
That's all I ever wanted.
Oh, my God. It's not all you wanted. You want to torture him. You want to make him crazy. You want to make him not sleep at night. What'd you do?
Was that a question?
No, that was really kind of rhetorical.
Oh, all right. Then I won't waste any time talking to you. Long before we need a break. Hey, Trey, why'd you bring me an artichoke salad for lunch?
It's a grilled chicken salad with artichoke hearts.
It's got artichoke all over it.
Okay.
What is that meat?
Chicken.
Tastes like artichoke meat.
That's artichoke hearts.
I don't like artichoke hearts.
Then pick them out.
Well, why'd you bring me that? I don't think you're working in my best interest. Oh. I don't know why that one always gets him.
He gets him good, though. You almost dropped the F word.
Because I always look out for your damn best interest, and it usually just does nothing but bite me in the ass.
Well, I'm sorry. I've been a poor friend.
Oh, man.
There's no reason to turn the show into personal.
Oh, my God.
Check on my character.
We ain't buying it.
Yeah. None of it?
No, not even a little bit.
It's a valiant effort, though.
No,
Not really.
I could have hurt my feelings.
You'd have to care for it.
You'd have to have feelings.
You don't know if I haven't been to some type of emotional rehab.
I'm dizzy.
Why is that funny to you, John?
He's going to have a stroke.
Before we need a break. All right. Someone's going to say, you'll probably laugh that long.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
He has doubled over.
Look at his head. How red it is. He looks like the guy on the front of the Snappy Tom bottles. When he's done, ask him what he's laughing at.
All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. It's that good. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Oh, giggle.
Very good.
All right, traffic right now brought to us by Toyota of Richardson and also by Chicken Express. Oh, it looks like crap out there in Dallas. 20 westbound, the ramp to spur 408. That off-ramp is actually blocked because there's a semi laying across it. In Dallas, also, 635 westbound at Harry Hines. You have an accident on the right shoulder. 35 southbound at Industrial in Dallas. You have an accident there, and that's just going to get worse, especially since the rain. And also, again, in Dallas, 30 eastbound after Beckley. You have an accident blocking the right lane, and in Mesquite, 635, the southbound ramp to I-30 westbound. That off-ramp is blocked because of a crash there. There's your first second traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Next, Dan, showers off and on pretty much throughout the night. We're pretty much at the overnight low, too. It's mid-60s right now, 64 degrees. It's going to be 75 tomorrow, and it's cloudy, raining, depending on where you are, live 105.3.
All right. So why did you lose
Just you and
control?
The therapy line just got me. I'm sorry. It's just, you're the last person on this planet that will go to any kind of emotional.
You don't think that emotional rehab,
Yes.
compassion training?
Yeah. You last 30 seconds, you punch somebody out, leave. This is bull.
You can read things on your own.
Well, yeah, but you don't. You don't care about that stuff. We've talked about.
I've looked into Buddhism.
You've looked into Buddhism?
Yes.
What have you found out about Buddhism?
It's very calming.
Yeah, I've talked to you about meditation for years.
Very introspective.
Yeah, the two things you avoid at all costs.
They also explain that for you to be able to handle the daily struggles, Buddha, that's the main guy.
I got you. Seen his statue.
He talks about all the problems with life and all the joy. It's all cyclical.
Okay.
So you can just plan on, even though things are wonderful right now, just know that there's a clump of F coming around because it's all on that big wheel. And Trey's stuck in my spokes.
There we go. Russ is back.
They put some, Buddhist bullet points in the fries ad or something?
No. You don't think I can actually become...
Say it.
deep?
You have to quit this. We're not going to make it.
What is it, Dan? It's a link to Buddhism.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't need it. He studied it.
Well, I don't remember all of it.
Yeah, it's not something you just pick up overnight. It's a lifelong journey.
All right, here it is. The Four Noble Truths.
All right.
The Buddha taught that life was dissatisfactory because of craving, but this condition was curable by the following eightfold path.
Eightfold path.
Number 1. All worldly life is unsatisfactory, disjointed, containing suffering. That's that wheel I was telling you about with Trey stuck in my spokes.
Okay.
There is a cause of suffering, which is attachment or desire, rooted in ignorance. Okay. You have to realize if all your crap went away, you're still going to be who you are, and you should still be happy.
Okay, I like that.
Who just fell?
Trey did. I appreciate you dumbing it down for me, too, because the actual readings, I'm not getting that. But okay, done. So everything goes away, I'm still happy.
Don't I have that right so far?
Yes.
Is that not right?
No, you're reciting it correctly. I just don't see how it applies to you.
If I lost the Batmobiles and everything in a flash, I'd still be who I was.
But you'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed, but I'd also understand that because life is cyclical, something good will come back around on that wheel right after Trace passes that one.
So you'd be sitting around going, no matter. This is part of the cyclical nature of things. I understand that.
All right, say you have an S-fit about it. What's going to transpire? Is your stuff going to come back?
Well, no, but I'm just
You just go back and you plan out a route to be able to gather your things back.
What's the matter with you?
I'm on dope.
Oh, okay. Now explains that.
Let's see. The third one is there's an end of suffering, which is nirvana.
Okay. How we get there?
I don't know. You have to read these things. Nobody interprets these way. You have to read them and then just glean from it what you can. And I think I've got most of it.
Meditate on it.
That's when the next one says there's a path that leads out of suffering. This is what I don't like, because you got the Four Noble Truths and a little bastard at the end. The fourth one said that there's a path that leads out of suffering known as the Noble Eightfold Path, which means there's another 8 more.
Yeah. This probably, again, as Dan said, is a study of throughout your life. You probably learn more and more and more and more and more.
Do you want to hear the next 8?
Yes, I do. It's not very
compelling.
I think it is.
I'm not sure.
I'm probably closer to being kind of in the meditative area of my life than you have been, because you're growing and learning.
You don't have to qualify any statements.
Okay.
I'm zenning.
Oh, Lord. Zenning?
Okay. Can I have whatever you're on?
I don't know what it is. Actually, I started drinking stuff with the acai berry in it. I can't get the stuff from Luddy. I think is it vitamin water?
Yeah.
It's got the acai. There seems to be some type of mood enhancement.
Sure, it's not just...
Have I been less entertaining over the past few days?
Not at all. Been fun shows.
All right.
Great week last week.
Well, then why not just embrace whatever it is that I'm into?
We would just like to have some of it if it's something that we can get over our counter.
I don't know if it's the acai berry stuff. I don't know if it's the fact that I'm zenning.
Like everything else is cyclical. You'll have some really wonderful zen days and them days that we all want to kill ourselves.
All right. I think the other 8 came from a Buddhist monk.
There's got to be something to this. I mean, it's how many years old?
I don't know. I think it was Walter Koenig. The first one is to have a right understanding.
Okay. You want to interpret that one?
No. I don't understand any of these.
Oh.
Because it's just 2 words. You got to have right understanding, right thought, right speech, right. What I'm guessing is if you act and think and perform in a positive nature, then obviously doesn't mean positive things are going to come at you.
Your energy.
But if you continually think in negative terms, then the possibility of self-fulfilling prophecies may come into play. So I've decided to look on the bright side of life.
That's very
blue skies.
Deep. That's very true. There's a million books out there like that.
Oh, you're a goddamn idiot.
No, there are tons of books about you. You think. What do you think about? You attract.
Let's see. And now there are 5 precepts. 5 more things that you got to remember. There's a lot of crap that they lay out. Why can't you just say, hey, you know what? Chill. Because that's really all this is.
But they
don't focus on it. Don't think about it. Don't harp on the negatives. Just chill.
Nothing's that easy. They wouldn't study it for years if it was.
But when you break all of this down, that's really, at the end of this, what you get.
It's probably the target, yeah, but the steps to get there, it's like, hey, quit drinking. Okay, how do I do it? How do I stay sober? Well, here are the steps.
That's absurd in itself.
What? That steps? It's worked for millions.
I feel like I get into a deeper level of Zen when I'm toasted.
And possibly
Don't you, Trey?
Yeah, absolutely.
Possibly. Give me that puppy dog face.
I understand the precept to refrain from harming living creatures. I got that. I'm an animal lover, advocate.
People are living creatures too.
I don't believe that's what I meant. I undertake the precept to refrain from taking that which is not freely given.
Okay.
Stealing
Anything, affection, love, someone else's happiness or peace.
Is that a shot?
No! My God, everything's not a shot.
I didn't say it was. I was just asking. Just a friendly inquisition.
Was it friendly?
Which may turn into a Spanish one if you keep pushing me. I undertake the precept to refrain from sexual misconduct. I guess staying monogamous.
Mm-hmm. You've done that for quite a while.
Maybe. I undertake the precept to refrain from incorrect speech, lying, harsh language, slander, idle chit-chat, none of which I indulge in.
Okay.
Huh? Who said that?
Me. Give 4 more, Trey.
Harsh language?
On the air. Off the air. I believe I've turned very saintly.
Really? Mm-hmm. You the same person I talked to after the sink fell in your mom's house?
I paid $300 to have that guy come out and check that house. You think for $300 he ain't there for 2 hours? You can walk by with your finger and poke sinks and see if they're going to stay.
Are you zenning?
Yes.
No.
I undertake the precept to refrain from intoxicants which lead to loss of mindfulness.
There you are.
That's crazy.
No, it's not. It's part of the rules.
That's almost all of them. It's something about
they all make sense.
Giving back, which I don't really...
You do. You certainly do.
You're charitable.
You have 2 charities you give to. Your time and your money.
I don't count those.
Why?
Because I'm charitable.
Forgot.
So to answer your question, yeah, I could have gone through some type of emotional...
Don't. Just don't. Please. I've known you 30 plus years. Don't. People do change. I have hope for you.
What's to change?
What's to change?
You don't like who I am?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not... It's who you are.
Just think of it as growth. Think of it as a departure. Think of it as a character change.
No.
Think of it as a twist of the plot.
We're never going to trust you ever. You'd have to be 70, 80 years old and not have done anything to us in 50 years for us to go, okay, maybe I'll trust him today.
And if you stay in abject paranoia, that's going to allow me to keep zenning.
I know. That's the whole point.
Love Buddhists. Am I going to stick one of those M&Ms on my forehead?
No, that's Hindu.
God dang it.
You wanted an M&M on your forehead?
Man, he's either Hindu or... Isn't that singer? Aaron Neville?
Yeah. No, it's not Aaron Neville. No, it's not a mole.
What if I glued an Oreo to my forehead?
That'd be closer to Aaron Neville.
Are you ready for news, Dan?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Since you're zen, and I thought I'd bring this up so you see how you can handle your first challenge in your new Buddhist life.
All right, go ahead.
Russell. It's not that big of a deal that your CBS stock is in the toilet. It'll bounce back along with the rest of the stock market. It's just going to take some time. Don't worry about it so much, boss. Mike.
That goes back to the first of the noble truths is cyclical.
Everything's cyclical. Very good.
You understand that stocks are at one point, and now the wheel has turned a bit, and they've dropped down to where they're absolutely worth nothing. But it'll continue to spin back. Trey will be still stuck on my wheel, and then the stocks will rise.
Very good. I'm very impressed.
But not for this company.
Well, that's what your stock is.
I've got stock options.
Yes.
And you know the concept behind that.
I do.
They give it to you like at a certain price. You don't get that.
Right.
But if it goes over that, then you get that.
Right.
So they gave it to me like 7 years ago. CBS stock was $33.
Yep.
Now, if it goes up to 34 and I got 10,000 shares, I get $10,000.
I'm with you.
All right. Trey, tell me what our stock was yesterday for CBS.
$9.35.
Kick ass. Well, it'll come back up. You're right. It's cyclical.
It's cyclical.
The market.
It is that stock, the day they issued it to me, and I don't even think it was really worth $33. I think that was just a screw job in the Peter. But the highest I've ever seen it is like $28. It ain't got nowhere near 33.
No.
And now it's down to 9. Even when the economy was just flat. A little bit of growth. GNP was up.
We're doing good.
Our CBS stock still ain't worth what they give it to me for.
No.
Now it's worth $9.
But in your new way of looking at things, even if that goes away, there'll be other things to replace it that'll even be better.
I'm going to eat your f***ing heart out.
What happened to sinning? I'm trying to help you.
Buddha's got to eat.
Good God.
He's new at this. Back off.
Well, the other good thing is...
You better find one.
What matters is not what it's worth now, but when you anticipate cashing it in. If you don't anticipate cashing it in until, you're 65...
I can never cash it in. It's not worth anything.
But in time, it will be. It will rise.
In about 120,000 years, it'll get to $34.
Oh, I doubt that. Very seriously.
Yeah, so do we.
Are you pointing out Dan's optimistic?
No, we all doubt it.
No, Dan hit 120,000 years. Right. Being optimistic.
Well, I'm glass half full.
It ain't never going to get up to $33.
Well, regardless.
And if they continue to make decisions like Katie Couric, letting Don Imus go, having to pay him $20 million, even though he didn't screw up, you got David Lee Roth, which was his poor planning. They continue in that mode. That stock's never going to be worth anything.
Well, you got your health.
All right. Ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. We need a legal ID. 404 KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. It is brought to us by Nissan, where actually I will be at the State Fair of Texas this Saturday doing my show live from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Outdoor Truck Pavilion inside the Nissan Trucks booth. So come by and see me this Saturday, 4 to 7 at the State Fair. Wednesday, October 15th, 2008. Birthdays today. Emerald Bam Lagasse turns 49. Tanya Roberts turns 53. Krista Berg turns 60. He, of course, singer of Lady in Red. Richard Carpenter turned 62 because he's still alive. Penny Marshall is 65.
Because he ate.
He listened to that thing in his tummy and it said, eat something. Nice. Penny Marshall turned 65. Linda, I always forget this. Lavin. Okay, Linda Lavin, 71. She, of course, from?
Alice.
Yeah. Lee Iacocca, still alive at 84. And Mario Puzo. Today's his birthday, but he passed away back in 1999.
They probably finally got him. Oh, you're going to write a book about it?
Yeah, it's a big...
Is the author of The Godfather, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that Godfather was meant to be, the movie was meant to be just a piece of crap?
Why?
Evidently, Puzo had a deal with, I forgot which studio it was, and he just wanted to get something out to fulfill the deal and just put together The Godfather. And then it wasn't until it became a hit, the book became a hit, then they were like, oh, well, hey, make a movie out of this. But it was originally meant to be just a crap throwaway.
It was just to get an obligation off his plate?
Yeah, just a throwaway book.
Thank you for sharing that. I feel like a richer person.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
For many people, the themes from the Batman television series or even from The Odd Couple are ingrained in their heads. Well, the man who composed them has died.
Neil Hefti?
Yes.
All right.
Neil Hefti was 85. Earlier in his career, he was a big band trumpeter and arranger. Later, Hefti composed Batman, which became a top 40 hit and won a Grammy in 1966 for Best Instrumental Theme. His son said that Batman theme was his dad's most difficult piece. It took at least a month to compose the driving bass and the trumpet bursts.
How was that his most trying composition?
It's just the intro.
He's not saying it was Beethoven.
Just the intro what?
The intro, that's pretty complex.
That's horns.
Well, but they're doing all this crazy
It's
stuff.
3 notes, isn't it?
No. It's more than that.
And the last one goes up.
Yeah, it's very complicated.
Well, his son was saying that was his most difficult piece that he wrote. It wasn't like it was Beethoven or anything.
All right.
On this day in history, back in 1860, 11-year-old Grace Bedell of Westfield, New York, wrote presidential candidate at the time, Abraham Lincoln, a letter.
Oh, man, that was my idea.
No. I did not suggest that Lincoln would look better if he grew a beard.
I told him all the time, man, you got all those moles growing on your face. Grow a beard. And then the jackass does a half-ass. It's like, man, you ain't in the Navy. Grow a mustache.
I don't think, no, I really never knew Abraham Lincoln.
He had moles all over his head. That's why I told him to wear that Denny's hat.
We had Denny's back then?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where do you think the hat came from?
But back then, they had other people they wouldn't let in.
I'm not saying a word.
That's probably a good idea.
More accusations are surfacing against the tow truck company that removed dozens of cars during the Texas OU weekend, with 44 cases against Lone Star Auto already pending in court. The new accusations brought city and state investigators to Lone Star Auto Towing Company in Dallas on Tuesday to look into allegations of illegal towing during Saturday's game.
And one of the reps or the owner, I don't know who it was from Lone Star, admitted that they had overcharged
by $50.
Well, the city doesn't allow for the increased cost of fuel and expenses, so we just decided to bump it up $40-50.
Are they saying now that they'll give them people that money back, though?
I don't know what they're going to do, but I think the Attorney General, Bud Abbott's about to crawl up their ass.
Mm-hmm. At the Lone Star storage yard, investigators found more unhappy customers Monday, including truck driver Alvin Williams, who had been battling with Lone Star about the towing of his big rig.
What's the matter, Trey?
Bud Abbott.
Yeah?
Sometimes you just got to let him roll with it.
Who is it?
Greg.
Bud Abbott's with Costello. Abbott and Costello, you know, the cookie guys from the 50s.
Is he assistant DA?
Not anymore.
Attorney General?
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
He said he did not park his rig illegally. And
Bud Abbott had epilepsy?
Did he really?
Yeah.
He lived a lot longer than Lou Costello.
Probably from all the exercise from shaking.
But ain't agile.
I know it looks stupid, but it's damn good cardio. It's cold. Long before we need a break. Came out with my own DVD, season to the Maybe we should just go ahead.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
No, he said he had a meeting over at the Fitzhugh building. Okay. So Gavin had to leave. Again.
Let's say he just got here.
He goes over there so he can jack off and do nothing. Because if he sits here, he knows that I can see him on the camera, and if he's just jacking around, I'm going to say something to him. He doesn't like the baby monitor.
He probably had a real meeting. He's always here for you. Except when he's not. When he's out of town. He had a meeting. He had to go to New York to get an award. Okay, I'm done trying.
Did you know that KRLD won a Alfred E. Newman Award for broadcasting?
Alfred E. Newman? Okay.
Edward R. Murrow.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
It was not really.
Well, I mean, what was the standard of
the award, the category was spot reporting, and the story was
about the big tornado.
I forget what the title was, but just tornadoes in Dallas-Fort Worth.
So it was based on a singular report.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how you take a tornado and turn that into some type of broadcast award.
Yeah.
But they were able to spin it.
Well.
And then Gavin goes up there. It had nothing to do with the story.
Yeah.
Because it's Brad Barton that's a meteorologist at KRLD. He was the one that was all over it. But Gavin didn't even accept the award. He just went up there and had the news director accept it. So it took another couple of days to go peter around.
So why was Gavin there? Just to hang out?
I never got an answer.
Really?
He did take his the award and shipped it to himself from New York, and the package beat him here.
Well, that's cool.
Not for him, because now I have a Tom D. Hull Award.
Very nice. I'm sure it's enjoying many.
No, we're going to sell it.
Excellent. eBay?
I think Trey's going to stick it on there later.
Awesome. What's your starting bid? Do you have a buy it now in mind?
$80.
Oh, I just thought like 5 was the starting bid.
Well, you start the starting bid, but buy it now for $80. If you make it $500 to $600, it's not going to piss Gavin off.
Yeah, good point.
I just thought you were being generous at 80, 50.
Let it go for 5. I don't give a damn. All right, you ready, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 425. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. Well, a handful of top executives from American International Group Incorporated spent thousands of dollars during a recent English hunting trip, even as the New York-based insurer asked for an additional $37.8 billion loan from the Federal Reserve. Company spokesman for AIG, Peter Tillipman, said Wednesday this was an annual event for customers of the AIG property casualty insurance companies in the UK and Europe.
All right, stop. I wasn't paying attention because you didn't start with AIG. I said the entire name of the company. Is this another event other than that $400,000 soiree?
Yes, now they're just adding to it.
All right, and they spent what on this one?
This one they spent on an English hunting trip, $86,000.
Not quite as extravagant?
No, but it's but the fact they're trying to defend it in their state, their spokesperson's going, that was planned months ahead.
Yeah, he actually said it was an annual event.
But you're asking for billions of dollars, millions of dollars, right?
Yeah, actually, it's billions, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
We gave them
$85 billion.
And then
plus.
And then they had that $400,000 party to celebrate the $85 billion, and then they asked for some more.
$32.5 billion.
37.8.
Oh, sorry.
How much do they want now?
Well, that hasn't come up yet, but I'm sure we're just raring up for another one. Last month, and obviously just days after the government stepped in to save AIG with the $85 billion, the company picked up the $440,000 tab for the week-long retreat at a California resort for its top-performing insurance agents. Lawmakers investigating AIG's meltdown said they were enraged.
Does this sound like any other company that we're
I was just about
associated with?
About to say that, yes.
You've got cutbacks at CBS. Stock is worth $9. And David Henry and the sales people just still go out on the junkets to Cancun, whatever.
Africa Safari.
Africa was the...
Say what?
Africa was the last one?
Yeah, they just got back 3 weeks ago.
Africa.
And those are passed off as client trips.
Yes.
You gotta when you're selling them something that ain't worth dick, you gotta give them something.
Take them to Africa.
Safari. Yeah, which last time I checked, a photo safari runs around about $15,000 a person.
How many people did they take?
took the top clients, and the GM, David, Brian Purdy, so.
All of them went, why? Really, all you need is one company rep, if it really is just for the clients, Frankel's, Rodney Anderson, or whomever, then they need to go, if that's what this is for, and all you need is one company rep.
Silly man.
Well, I'm still zenning. So all the management went.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nothing to do with the whole purpose of the trip, which was just to spiff the client something. So all that is just smoke and mirrors. Don't look over here at our stock or some of the shows. Look over here. Look. Pachyderms. Elephants.
They had a company meeting in the Bahamas a couple of years ago. No reason.
Well, they had those, and that was before we went into this economic slump, and our stock dropped to $9.
Yeah, you're right. The African safari has been since.
That sales area, since everybody moved from this building, John Carpenter, over to Fitzhugh,
right?
That the sales area on the first floor over here,
it's totally empty.
They cleared all that out. What do you figure that is, Trey? About 2,400 square feet?
Yeah, sounds about right.
I'm going to make that a bar.
Hell yeah, Ninja.
Well, I believe it's been voted in second.
There, we just had our first corporate meeting.
This job's easy.
Love this gig.
Damn. That's big enough to... you could put a small stage in there for the band.
That'd be great.
If you do... how do we get around the liquor license?
You can't.
All right, we'll just give it away.
No, you can have a catering license.
We do a private catering license?
You can do a private catering license. I mean, yeah, you can do if you're going to just have
you said we couldn't get around it.
Well, you said a liquor license, you can't. But, yeah, you could do, if you're just going to have special events, then, yeah, you could do like a 24-hour temporary license.
Did you fart?
Oh, my God, it was audible. I was hoping that wasn't what that was.
Why'd you fart on Everett?
It was a cheap flapper.
Yeah.
Well, you're all going to get it. It's not just me.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, it was awful.
That's all right. When it comes, I'll welcome his vapors.
Oh, my God. All right. Enough of the Zen.
You guys are going to have to make a freaking choice because this nice Russ, bad Russ, the one since you can't make a choice, it's really getting on my freaking nerves.
There you go. Exactly. You're going to be nice for a while, then you're going to bite our heads off. And everybody knows it. It's like you're a horn in the lion. It's a matter of time. And he was the only one surprised that night.
I've tried to actually embrace all the positive things in the aura that surrounds me.
No, you haven't. You're just...
Love is all around. No need to fake it.
Don't.
I like this, Russ.
Don't get used to it.
I'm not. I'm just saying I like this one.
Yeah, this momentary rush.
He wants us to embrace it, so I'm embracing the new Zen and Russ.
You don't like it when I jump your ass for being an F-up? Then I take your F-ups and just embrace them, and you don't like that either.
Because we know it's not going to last. It's coming to my cave. It's coming to my cave.
All right, so one day you're going to piss me off, and I'm going to drag you in the back and eat you.
Exactly.
It's a setup for something far worse. I think that's a concern.
Possibly it could be sincere. Shut up, Trey. If you can't hold it, going home. I've lost track of where the program is.
We're talking about CBS taking and AIG.
Okay, screw that. You get a lot of people into 2,500 square feet.
Absolutely.
Especially because that whole area, obviously, is entirely open. So it's a blank slate. You could do with it whatever you wanted.
But, I mean, is it really that good of an idea?
Why not?
Well, you're invited.
Well, hang on. Let me have another corporate meeting.
Hell yeah, Ninja.
The ninjas have it.
You're inviting strangers into the building, which you don't like.
It's not my house. It's a building.
And we can quarantine off that section of this building.
Yeah, that section of the building has doors on each side that you can actually lock off. So you have the entryway go straight into the new bar. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to worry. You get liability insurance and anything else that you would need as a bar. It's a good location.
Great location, right up the freeway.
We're surrounded by liquor stores.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not that simple.
Why not?
Well, you can't just go to a liquor store and buy it and then sell it.
Why not?
Because if you're going to get a liquor license...
Well, so we don't get one.
Well, yeah, it's even worse.
Why?
Well, because you need a license to sell liquor.
Well, how do they know where I got the liquor?
Because if you get a liquor license, then those pesky folks at the TABC want to know what numbers on the bottles that you were using and how much you sold, so you can pay appropriate taxes.
So we need stickers for the bottles.
Yes.
We can JD, go to Sam's.
I'm not going to go to Sam's. I think he wants legitimate stickers from the TABC.
Yeah, not smart.
Oh, this comes from a man who was printing $20 bills at his house.
Lord, well, that was just a test to see if the printer would work.
Why did you print something like an old picture of Boo getting it in the head? God. I don't think we could become more random if we actually gave it a shot.
Yeah, did the Treasury Department know that you were...
Nobody knows, and if you shut up, no one would know. In the future, they're gone.
Already passed them?
I didn't pass them. You crazy?
We have a duty to report this.
I didn't pass any fake bills. I printed them.
Yeah, say that in
I believe
court.
it's intent that matters.
You can't... It doesn't matter what your intent is. You can't print U.S. money for any reason.
Well, then
even if you're just jacking around, passing them off to unsuspecting Asians.
I didn't give them to anybody. I just showed them to you.
Smart.
That's like saying I went around shooting people to test my gun.
No, it's not. There's an intent. I didn't mean to hurt anybody. I didn't mean to steal any money. I just printed it.
Okay, we'll just call the Treasury Department and tell them your intentions were good. You were just printing money.
There's no proof.
No, really, he's a good guy.
I've gotten rid of all of them.
He's a little slow.
Yeah, aside from your confession on air.
Shut up. Let me go back and figure out how I'm going to do the bar. Because really, what do you got to add? You got an open area, throw in the band. We got a band. Have a stage made.
Chairs, tables.
Decent parking out front.
And you don't need any kitchen stuff. You just have some other catering person or sugar babies, just bring that in with them.
Sounds like it's turnkey.
No, you need the infrastructure. You need a bar. You need a drain.
What do I need infrastructure for?
Well, you need to actually put a bar in there, something to serve from. You need a drain.
Why?
Well, because you're going to have messes.
All right. Mops. Buckets. Shop vac.
Swiffer.
That's nice.
Carpet and hard surfaces.
What's David Henry's number? I ain't bothering with Gavin on this one.
No clue.
How about the front desk? Can you do that one?
Yeah, give me the front desk.
214-525-7200.
Take a crapshoot and see if he came to work today.
On CBS Radio.
David Henry, please.
Hold on, please.
The traffic leader is 1080 KRLD.
Not once has it ever been our station on hold.
Music.
Trey, if David's here, take these whistling chasers down there and chuck them in his office.
Okay.
He's not here.
You have reached the office of David Henry with CBS.
Obviously, I've delved too far into the Zen world to think that he would actually be here. Hang on, Alfie just sent me a cell. Oh, how comforting. His cell number ends at 1037.
Oh, God.
Sure. 1053. Maybe he went to fit you for that meeting.
Could be. They're all in the meeting now. Talking about
they just got back from meetings in New York for budgets.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
David Henry
is not available.
It should be his epitaph. Hey, call me back. I'm going to take this open sales area on the other side of the building, and I'm going to take that and turn it into a bar. Thank you. Done.
I'm not really done, but okay, it's a good start.
What are the negatives to it?
Well,
we just find a bunch of people that'll come and do stuff for free. You don't have to do that much as far as finish out.
Again, with Trey, you have to run some plumbing and some draining, yes?
Why?
For a bar? I've never seen a bar without a sink.
Get a bucket. Then dump it out when it's full.
I guess. You can do that.
I'm certainly not going to trust Trey to set up any type of plumbing since he sells me houses where the sinks don't stay in.
Here we go with the sink.
Do y'all want to take any of those, Alfie?
Line 3 has a pretty good point.
All right, thank you. Yes, Robert.
Make it BYOB. That way you don't have to have a liquor license. People bring their own stuff. The draw is to hang out there.
Is there a downside to that? Then we can sell mixers, right?
You can sell mixers. You can do whatever. You can serve it, but they bring their own liquor in.
We just sell them ice.
Yeah, just sell them. We don't even have to sell them ice.
That works.
Put in like a snack bar. That way you don't have to have a restaurant license. Just sell like a concession stand stuff. You'd have to have a health permit, but...
Okay.
I have a vending machine.
We could turn it into a sex club.
Possibly, yes. I mean, I'm certainly for that.
Yeah. It's got 4 poles holding the ceiling up. We can use those for something.
Just build little stages around them.
What was that? Plus, you're going to have people looking for a new sex club that feel that void in Duncanville.
In the Cherry Pit.
Can we call it Cougars?
So.
The expression just came on your face. He's home.
Alfie, keep the list of any contractors that call that can help us with this. We can put a drain in and run it next door. I don't like them.
I got you. Here's a little problem that you may not have thought about. The station owns that. So they kind of really can tell you what to do with it and what you cannot do with it.
Oh, they can?
Yes. They own it.
How long do you think you can argue this one?
I'm done.
They moved the entire sales force over to the Fitzhugh building. Nobody's here. The only people left are us and that auxiliary studio where the rest of the station broadcasts out of.
That's it. Engineering, it's all.
What are they going to do with it? It's going to sit empty. You might as well make it profitable.
You're right.
If you could show on your taxes that you donated 2,500 square feet, whatever the monthly rent would be, to my foundation, because that's where I'll stick all the profits anyway.
That's a great idea. In that case, as long as it's showing up for the station somehow as a deduction, they'll go for it.
Why not? Yeah, why not be forward-thinking and actually have in your mind making a profit?
Then the stocks.
I know that one's going to be a hard sell, but...
Work against that.
I think I could probably push that one through.
Possibly. So you can start this immediately?
Why not? They've already ripped everything out.
Yeah,
all that's in there are floors, walls, and those 4 poles, which we can put to use.
All the desks are gone. Everything's gone. Yeah.
How long before we need a break?
2 minutes.
And they go start now. What's right?
How many nights a week do you plan on being open?
All of them. I'm here every day. Get off at 7. Walk over to the bar.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's better than Cheers. You don't have to use any stairs.
You may never leave.
And it's like when I was looking at opening a bar before, it was like, well, I'm going to have to drive over there and check to make sure things haven't absolutely gone to crap. Yeah. All I got to do is walk 20 feet down the hall.
You can check on it during breaks or after the show, whatever. Yeah, you're right.
So
I know it is. You're very happy. I can see you moist.
Then you need to get a liquor license.
Why?
If you're going to be open 7 days a week? Or 5?
Well, what if it's a BYOB?
Well, then you've got a health department issue. You've got
I can get a health permit.
Not without drains and everything else that you want. I mean,
I'll put fake drains on the floor.
I didn't call that same inspector that looked at your mom's house.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. I'm going to talk about me. I'm going to talk about me. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
All right, Dan. You know.
All right. This look at traffic is brought to us by Toyota of Richardson. Couple of problems in Dallas. One is I-30 eastbound after Beckley Avenue. The 2 right lanes are closed due to a crash. And 635 westbound before you get to Hillcrest. The 2 right lanes are closed there. That's the right through lane and the acceleration lane. Of course, that's just making rush hour worse on 635.
Dan, grab me a Fresca. You're done?
Yeah. Now or when I'm done?
I can grab it now. Wait.
All right. Hang on.
Jesus. You go. Thank you.
So slick. Unbelievable.
right in Fort Worth. I-20 westbound at 820. You have an accident on the left shoulder. There's your look at traffic. And Fresca, I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
All right, going to be in the 60s, pretty much where we are now for the overnight low with light rain continuing throughout the evening. 66 currently. It'll be in the 70s tomorrow. Live 105.3.
Everett and I walked down the hall and looked at that area. That'll, stick aside, that'll work.
It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Place for a stage.
No, I know that.
It's just a big rectangular area. Over a couple thousand square feet.
I like the fact you do have the separate entrance. The entrance past the metal door that keeps people out of our side. And that's perfect.
Yeah, it's self-contained and lots of good foliage.
How do we get around not having bathrooms?
Put some in. I don't know. Can some be put in?
Well, then you got to go back to that drain thing.
Well, we can do the false drain idea. I like that. Besides, you have to understand, health department violations are Class C misdemeanors. I'm down there all the time.
All right.
Yeah, no worries.
Porta potties.
Yeah, let them piss in the parking lot. That's what Chloe does. We'll make Chloe the valet in the parking lot. The bathroom guy. You can hold the towels and whatever. When they're done pissing on the asphalt, you hand them a mint.
Great way to make tips.
Squirt of brute.
Ready to finish news, Dan?
Yeah, sure.
All right. You want a legal here? Did you do one? All right. 4:55 in KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. Well, twice suspended cornerback Adam Pac-Man Jones will not have his probation revoked in Georgia after his alcohol-related scuffle with his bodyguard here in Dallas. Probation officers had decided not to pursue revocation proceedings because Jones wasn't arrested after police were called to the hotel on October 7th. It was the 13th incident for Jones involving police since Tennessee drafted him in 2005. He was weeks removed from Goodell lifting a 17-month ban over personal conduct.
That close. Almost free.
And just give him the 4 weeks and let him back.
I think it's a lot more serious than that.
It couldn't have been that serious if there was no police report filed. There were no charges. We have a lot of other people who have done worse things. Mike Tyson.
This isn't a second chance.
He was actually in prison for rape. Then he gets to go back to boxing.
This is, again, if it was just a second chance, I think there'd be a lot less public outcry.
I'm talking about just more than one chance. This wasn't... This wasn't really a full-blown bar fight, or somebody would have filed charges.
Why doesn't Jerry Jones just tell him to stay home when it turns dark?
Well, I think the biggest problem, and I didn't come up with this on my own, I heard this. Had Jerry Jones done something after this happened, suspended Pac-Man on his own, then John Goodman wouldn't have had to done it. Wouldn't have had to do the suspension. You said, then you could have pushed it this way. We're handling this in-house. We're going to have him go through rehab, some type of counseling. And then if he does it again, then you can have him back.
I suppose.
But Jerry Jones didn't do anything. They figured there was no police report, no charges filed. Really nothing to do. In essence, he's right.
Well, that's just it. You're going to condemn someone based on an unsubstantiated allegation that doesn't even give rise to charges having been filed, and for that, you're going to suspend the guy indefinitely? It just seems patently unfair, regardless of his history.
Well, first of all, they probably said, Cowboys, don't file charges. We'll take care of everything. Because,
well, maybe, but we don't know that.
But Goodell said
somebody from the Cowboys would have had to been down there. Because normally, if it's going to be that big of a deal, cops are going to take somebody. They didn't take anybody. They just did a quick investigation and went, all right, fine.
Something did happen, and we have witnesses to prove it, but it's not enough to file charges. So,
well, being that Goodell sent people down here to investigate it and came back and suspended him.
Goodell's got a hard-on for the Cowboys. We already know that. And Jerry Jones should have been aware, who is aware of that, should have handled this on his own, immediately jumped in, done an immediate suspension, then point back to Goodell. Look, here's what we've done.
I get some audio.
We're gonna take care of all of this. We're gonna stay on top of it. We'll get a few more bodyguards. So when he goes through the first four, we've got backups.
He slings them against mirrors.
What's the audio?
Goodell talking about Pac-Man and winning if he'll ever come back is 148. And then the next one is Jerry.
I think it's going to be up to Adam and what he does in the following weeks.
All right. So it sounds like this isn't just a totally closed deal.
No, he says, I'm going to watch and I'm going to see how he acts over the next few weeks.
So the Cowboys stick him through some type of rehab, say he's better now, and then let him go. Or just let this incident go.
again, it's
and if he's got an issue with alcohol, they can't pop him because he's got the ADA on his side.
Jerry Jones addresses the alcohol issue in 149, actually.
Well, let me finish this one.
I think it's going to be up to Adam and what he does in the following weeks with respect to his conduct, with respect to getting...
What is it, Chloe?
ADA?
Americans with Disabilities Act.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who do you think I meant? Dentist?
Yeah. The show.
Don't mess with me. 3 out of 4 dentists are on my side.
We got him on the dentine. Get off of him. We got people who go in every day. You floss? All right, then.
I think it's going to be up to Adam and what he does in the following weeks with respect to his conduct, with respect to getting an evaluation and whatever treatment may be prescribed to him at that point in time. And
now, either Goodell is sincere or he's just setting the stage. It looks like he's open-minded. I'll give you guys a shot to handle this. Goes through rehab. Maybe does some type of community service, whatever. Then I'll take a look at this and still kick his ass out.
Well, is the idea that alcohol's driving all of this, or does he have some sort of personality issue? I mean, what's the consensus on him?
I think they're probably going to go back and point at the alcohol because he's not beating people up nonstop.
Right.
It seems to be some type of catalyst.
I see.
And if they really stopped and thought about this, they'd give him a couple of shots before he got on the field.
Yeah.
You got a wide receiver trying to get away from his ass, and you know that he's all toasted coming at you. You're not going to be able to focus on that ball coming at you.
Have the ball. Just have the ball.
Hey, you still behind me?
I gave him the ball.
I can't even focus on the ball. He's going to eat me. It's all I can hear in the back of my head.
I think it's up to him at this stage. I think part of it's going to be whether he's willing to do some of the things that we have asked him to do and the Cowboys have asked him to do, and that he can demonstrate even for the next 4 weeks that he can conduct himself in an appropriate fashion.
And he's not an absolute idiot. I know he got in this situation from being an idiot, but if you know, I got this. I've used all my coupons. This is my last shot because Goodell doesn't like me. I got to make this one stick for a while. I'll knock it off with beating up my friends.
You would think, but again, you see this happen time and time again with some stars that have lost everything over it.
Do I want to take any of those, Alfie?
Line 7.
Yes, Wade.
Yeah, Jerry Jones is going to actually benefit from Roger Goodell doing what he did. In order for him to use that one of his draft picks to get Roy Williams, Pac-Man had to be, suspended for a few games during the year so he could get that spot that he had for the next year's draft.
So that's how all of this played out, because I was wondering why, all right, Pac-Man's out for a while, and then we get another Roy Williams.
Basically, I mean, we were giving our draft pick to the Tennessee Titans, under the agreement that he wasn't going to screw up the whole year. Well, he screwed up, so we now got that draft pick back, and we use that as part of a bargaining chip with Detroit to get Roy Williams.
So what happens if Pac-Man comes back? Does that change anything?
No.
Not now. Oh, no. Well, maybe that's why Jones didn't do anything.
And that's what I think.
I mean, that's the business side of Jerry Jones. I mean, he was actually thinking about it and thought, you know what? Screw Tennessee. We're going to take him and we'll get him back.
All right. Well, that's a lot slicker move than I would have come up with. Thanks. What, Dan?
Oh, I was going to say that was one of the first things I thought of as a reason as to why the Cowboys didn't immediately come down on Pac-Man as opposed to trying to keep the league out of it, saying, oh, no, we'll take care of it, is technically the Cowboys, they made that trade with Tennessee. They had that pick to get back if he was suspended.
Isn't the timing interesting?
What do you mean?
It happens right before the deadline, right before we can get Roy Williams.
Well, that's actually when most trades in the middle of the season.
So Jerry goes up to Pac-Man.
He goes up to the security guard that he's paying for.
I want you to go in there.
Mm-hmm.
Piss him off. Stick your finger in his ass. And let him beat you up. Then we get a draft pick. Boy, Shazam.
Boy,
ready?
If he really did
break.
If he really did that.
And if they had plans all along to try and work a deal to get Roy Williams, that could have been why they got the Pac-Man, knowing that sooner or later he was going to blow it, and then you get a pick.
And if he didn't, you have guys you're paying that are around him to push his buttons.
Well, anything's possible. Jerry Jones had said that they've been trying to find a way to get Roy Williams from Detroit over the past 2 years.
Find a way to get Pac-Man suspended
over the past 2 months.
What is line 9, Alfie? I got to play this other clip.
Her dad's Irving Petey. He used to work for security for the boys.
Oh. The Cowboys?
The Cowboys.
Don't go homey on me. Yes, Kim.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
My father worked for Irving for over 25 years, and probably for about 15 of that, he did a lot of security work for the Cowboys. And I know during his time, there were a lot of incidents that happened where personal favors would be called out so that reports weren't filed, just like in this instance.
How do you work a deal like that?
They basically call their contacts.
You have to have a stadium in the city in which you're in any kind of issues.
Oh. Well, then I'll buy me one. All right, the second one is actually Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones, and listen how long it takes him to get around to the word alcohol.
All right.
The disruptive aspect of it is what it's made up to be. But the question really is, can he address the issues that he needs to address? And
what are those?
He does need a treatment.
For what?
He does really need to address in a way that most of us might understand alcohol issues.
God, I was trying to avoid that word. You have any other questions for me?
Yeah, it's a 30-second clip. He just said he gets drunk and beats his buddies up. And we're going to try and just
back him off.
Just see if we can get him on some kind of patch or something. Just knock off slapping your friends around.
At least off the field. T.O. even addressed it last night in the huddle. That's 146.
But you have audio that was actually on our station?
Yes, I have audio from in the huddle.
Inside.
It was just addressed a little bit. It wasn't really, didn't go into deep detail.
You lose a guy, obviously we don't have our starting corner in Terrence Newman, and he comes in and backs him up, and so it's unfortunate with this situation with Pac-Man, and our hearts go out to him, and I think we're going to back him up in this situation, and like I said earlier, it's unfortunate, and I've tried to reach out to him earlier today, but he's treating me like the media today. He hasn't returned any of my calls. So other than that, we're going to support him until we get this situation resolved. And I think it's another situation that he wouldn't like to be in. Obviously, our team wouldn't like to be in, but it's just something that we have to deal with, and I think we'll deal with it accordingly.
This really is something that doesn't deserve that much attention.
No, it doesn't.
Now, you think this is bad. I was watching SportsCenter this morning, and if I was a fan of any other team in the NFL, I would be livid, because I think they spent about 10 solid minutes of their hour-long show this morning talking about the Cowboys, Pac-Man, Cowboys, Roy Williams. It's almost befuddling when you think how much time they're spending on this.
Unless you've got other teams, it looks like that they may implode because you're losing players, and you got somebody that's out on injured reserve. Is that what you call Romo? You got a kicker that got kicked.
Yeah.
There's nothing else really to focus on.
There's a lot going on in the Cowboys right now.
But the Pac-Man thing, he got in a scuffle, and Trey and I get into arguments all the time.
But you don't get into scuffles, and you don't have the history of that. So
but Trey's threatened to kill me.
Well, that is true.
I didn't turn that into anything. I just accepted his emotions, and I understood from his point of view.
It's cyclical.
I'm zenning.
Okay. Anyway, it's just a matter of a time that people say, you know what, give him another shot. It's just a matter of time. He's going to implode. He's 20.
We give a lot of people who have done a lot worse things and have actually been to prison, you give them another shot. This guy got into a fight that nobody really thought was worth filing charges.
But he's been
let him go, and if you think he needs to stay off alcohol, and take that away from him, just let him drink on the field where you can keep tabs on him.
He's a nice bartender on the sidelines.
All right, defense is going out here. You took a shot.
You go get that wide receiver, and I want you to bring him back to me.
One piece this time.
Go get him, dog. What is this?
T.O. talks about getting Roy Williams in cut number 147.
All right.
And how it's good for him.
Different to the stage.
Patrick just mentioned, I've been faced with double team and triple team coverage pretty much every week, and I think a lot of people look at that and they're like, well, I'm not doing what I was doing last year, but it's hard to defeat 2 and 3 guys, pretty much throughout the whole game.
Who's on the hotline?
David Henry.
Oh, is there anything in here of consequence? No. It's good for TOY. Nutshell.
Because it'll take the pressure off of them.
Oh, all right. Yes, Mr. Henry.
Russ?
Yes?
Did you call?
Yes. The open sales area that we have that's been cleared out because everybody moved to fit you.
Yeah, where Jack was.
I'll be, was that where Jack Sales was?
Yes.
Oh, I never knew that. They were never in there.
They were just, 3 years, Russ. That's okay.
Well, there was no reason for me to walk back there because there was nothing to see.
Okay.
I'm going to take that area over and turn that into a bar.
No, you can't turn it into a bar. Why do you? Why? No, we've got something else planned for that.
What?
We're going to make it like a lounge where we can do all kinds of, like if we want to have our own football show or basketball show, or if you want to do something. But we've already got plans for that. Are you in the air? Why do you? This is like in the middle of the show. Why do you care about the lounge?
Because I want that. And now, obviously, you don't want me to have it, and now it's become content because I'm going to take it.
No, you can't. You cannot have. First of all, it's illegal. We can't have a bar in a building that we broadcast a radio station from.
Why? What are the variables that keeps us from? Why? Hang on. Why is it we can broadcast? You can do a remote from a bar, but you can't do it here at the station. Ooh, that's a good one.
Probably an FCC rule against that.
But you can broadcast using FCC signals, broadcast from a bar doing a remote, but you can't have one here.
Well, but they have a liquor license. We can't have a bar. You're not going to get a liquor license. We're not.
All of a sudden, you're going to cop this pious attitude. You're the one that comes in and gets crap-faced during the show while I'm here. You don't mind that I got alcohol in the studio.
I walked out of a meeting for this.
And again, using language like that, you're really worried about the FCC?
I got to go. You're not doing a bar. No.
All right. Well, you'll never know because you don't ever come over here. Okay?
General manager just said horse ass on the air, knowing he was on the air.
He gets very volatile at times.
Well, yeah, you're taking away his whatever the hell.
They're not going to do anything with that, and I'll tell you exactly why. They don't have any money.
That's true. You got a point. They got to be pulling back,
and they're not going to be able to trade that out and hoard out like I can.
You can do it. The quicker you get on it, the better. Then in that case, let's start right away.
The company's not going to give them any money to finish that out. How are you going to explain the profits from that, the benefits? You can't. You're going to suck up the clients?
Yeah, basically that's the way they were going to say. We'll probably get more.
I'm going to give them an option. If they actually give me that area, then you show the money that you take whatever percentage of the billing that is. You're donating it to my foundation. I'm going to stick all the profits back into the police fire anyway. Leave me alone.
And at that point.
And if you won't let me do that for the police and fire, see how often DPD or DFD will come out here.
We'll put a substation in the front yard.
You want them to ever come out here again, you better give me that bar.
Well, get on it. The quicker we can do it, better. Because like I said, they'll find a way to put their little lounge, what's he call it, a lounge, game room?
It's not going to happen. They can't write checks for a while. It's not in their budget. They can't do it.
You can do it. So what's your time frame?
10 minutes.
It won't be 10 minutes.
We can do that.
2 weeks?
It won't take that long. We looked at it
an hour and 45 minutes. I'll be drunk in there already.
That I believe.
I think that's all you really need to substantiate being called a bar.
All right, let's go.
I'm not only the owner, I'm a patron.
I love it so much.
How long before we need to break, Lou? What are those on hold, Alfie?
Some stuff about the Pac-Man. Line 3 is about your bar.
Hold on a second. Yes, Jamie.
Hey, boss. Ren and Stimpy were talking about that lounge area when they first came in on the air. They were talking about that was going to be one of their projects, and they're going to make a stage and all kinds of good BS.
The midday show?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'll get them a lounge. 5 nights a week.
No.
Probably be acoustic. Won't be here.
No. No. Short run.
This makes a lot more sense. It's going to be a bigger draw. It's easy access from the freeway.
You're right. Good parking. Easy to find. It's got everything going for it. There's a liquor thing made. But if it's BYOB, you can do that in other bars and other places around here. Even in this neighborhood.
The Cougar Pit.
Oh, my God.
The falling sink.
Shut up, Everett. Random's only funny to a certain point. Shall we, Breaker?
Yes. Say it again.
Cougar Pit. Until I got excited, I got snot. Always a good sign. Go with your snot.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Dan, go ahead.
Okay. Well, John McCain, trailing in national and most swing state polls, is being urged by conservatives to attack Barack Obama over his relationship with the Reverend Jeremiah Wright in Wednesday night's final presidential debate. The Jeremiah Wright issue is a perfectly legitimate issue, syndicated columnist Charles Krauthammer told Fox News. Jeremiah Wright is not a casual acquaintance. He's a guy that Obama has told us about in his books. He was a very important influence on his adult life, probably the most important influence on him after his wife, and we know what kind of man Wright is and what he believes.
And unless McCain crawls up Obama's ass tonight, there's no way he's going to see any rise in the polls. All Obama's got to do is not blow it.
Over you mean the Jeremiah Wright thing?
Over anything. He's going to have to crawl up his ass. This is going to be his last shot, because after this, all it is advertising and whatever exposure you get on the web.
And again, people have said if he goes after him tonight, it'll look desperate, because you're down now, you're just an old crotchety guy scratching your way back up to the top. I don't see how he's going to balance those.
I don't know who it was, who made that statement, that story you read, Dan.
As a Krauthammer, is a syndicated columnist, Charles Krauthammer.
You want to win? This is your last big shot.
You think he's going to bring up the William Ayers thing? Because that's the big thing. Everybody goes, well, when William Ayers did all this thing, when he blew up.
I don't think he wants to bring up any terrorist ties or Jeremiah Wright and his sermons about GD America. That didn't seem to fall under McCain's style.
No. And that's been the problem I've had with McCain's campaign over the last couple of months is he's okay with running all these web ads or TV ads, being, fiercely attacking Obama in his past or whatever, alleged past. But then you go the first couple of debates, and there's no mention of it. It's just like, okay, if you believe it, say it to the person's face. Bring it up in that forum, not just when the guy's not there.
It's all too cordial during the debates. It's the next day during the rallies that they both go off on each other. That's what you want to see during the debate. You want to see some type of heated discussion to get some kind of answer out of this, and have Obama actually say, you know what, I had really no relationship with Reverend Wright, short of I went to church a few times, and his whole theory on America and how they screwed us around, I never subscribed to that.
He didn't go to church a few times.
And then you let McCain say, all right, so the one Sunday that you missed is when Reverend Wright went off on this country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was it.
A guy that was involved in your marriage, I think the christening of his kids.
Mm-hmm. Bringing it back to the Lord, the whole thing.
Yeah, if this really How can that guy not be your mentor if he was involved in all those different aspects? Have McCain go after him with that. You want to be president? Show us that you can actually deal with confrontation.
You know, that's really, really true. As awkward as that would be tonight, because it would be an uncomfortable moment, but you're right. These things would get addressed. Palin's still talking about the William Ayers thing on some of her speeches. I pulled 152 is her making.
I don't know if I can listen to her.
Try it. You might like it. It may have grown on you. And
she's running for VP. She ain't Alka-Seltzer.
I know, but you're in your new Zen state.
Hold on. 152?
152 is Palin.
I'm afraid this is someone who sees America as imperfect enough to work with a former domestic terrorist who had targeted his own country.
Obama was 8 years old when Ayers was weather.
Who was that?
That's just a news report. She comes back and explains that she gives you the other side of the story.
All right. Well, something that we need to hear from time to time.
He was 8 years old when Ayers was a Weather Underground member. Today, Ayers is a tenured professor and leading expert on education reform. Ayers and Obama have few ties beyond living in the same Chicago neighborhood and having once served together on 2 boards of nonprofits. Ayers also hosted an event for Obama when he first ran for the state Senate. As Palin spoke about Obama, an audience member yelled out, quote, "Kill him." It's unclear if Palin heard the remark, but she did not respond.
That's come out a couple times, actually, people yelling.
All right, so why address it if you don't know if she heard him or not?
That came out because it came out again when McCain was talking the other day. Somebody yelled when he started talking about Obama. Somebody yelled, "Kill him."
Well, all right, so Obama was 8 when, is it William Ayers?
Yes.
Was in his heyday. But Obama also had him at a fundraiser in the late 80s, early 90s?
95, Ayers hosted a fundraiser for Obama.
Okay. It's a pretty strong tie.
Now, why is Dan shaking his head?
I'm just sick of it's the finger pointing back and forth. Neither one of you is perfect, so quit throwing mud at the other guy trying to see who gets dirtier.
You talking about me and JD?
No, McCain and Obama. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, screw them.
You guys are cool. No, because you have Obama and the Ayers thing, but then you also have McCain linked to the Keating 5 thing. Yeah, he was cleared of charges on that, and Trey knows more about it, obviously, but. Still, they're both trying to play the guilty by association card.
And I think most people...
Well, again, if you've got somebody running for president, you really hope that most of their ties are domestic and pro-America. And, you know, with McCain, if he was cleared of this financial investigation, he's out on that one. But you know, McCain's ties are almost all domestic.
Right.
He served our country. He stayed with prisoners of war when they gave him a way out. Again, if he tells me something, I got a better chance of believing him than I do Obama. I still think Obama's going to win.
Just because of the way he is on TV.
He just comes off more presidential. He's got more charisma. I know John McCain's got issues because of his POW stay. And really, a lot of the disabilities that John McCain has, he chose because he wanted to stay with his buddies.
And come back and rehab and get back in the air and fly again after all of that.
So, obviously, there's going to be a moral fiber there. But just because he's a good guy doesn't mean he can run this country. And if he really wants to show us that he can be confrontational, you're going to have to address these things. Okay. Don't do it the next day when Obama's not around. Well, and the same thing with Obama. If you got issues with McCain, do it during the debate. That's what that's for. It's not to go up there and just smooch each other's a-hole.
You're right. Why bring that up when there's nobody to answer that question? Let me ask you a question. Did this occur? Did this occur? Did this occur? And when?
What were you going to say, Everett?
Well, I think most people are more concerned about issues like, of course, the economy than they are, as Dan points out, in terms of finger pointing.
People like finger pointing. That's why campaign ads always have that. Very seldom. There are a few, but it always seems like the majority is, here's what this guy's done. Here's what this guy can't do. That doesn't tell me anything about you or what you plan on doing. We're all in this situation because of George Bush, John McCain, Obama. They're all part of the political process. Everything that's happened is because of the entire government that's in place now. You can't finger point because you've been part of this from day one.
I can't even add anything to that. That was beautiful. You're absolutely correct, but nobody will ever say that. Nobody will ever come out and go, this is a Republican problem, this is a Democratic problem. Stop it with the finger point.
Yeah, we all screwed up. You guys are running this country. You're not president, but you were in the Senate.
But you're in the...
Everything that's happened is because all of you guys chose it. Now, either knock it off or get out of here.
I guess the only thing McCain can say about the Obama things is he's made some bad choices with people he's hung out with.
Okay, well,
I mean, that
doesn't mean just because you run in a bad crowd doesn't make you the bad apple.
It doesn't make you the bad apple.
What were you going to say, Everett?
Well, I think that Obama's really in a catbird seat at this point because he has such a substantial lead, if you believe the polls.
That's what I say. All he's got to do is not blow the debate, and he's in.
Well, and he doesn't have to finger point. I mean, I think McCain's at that point in his campaign that he has little else to fall back on. He's not going to out-debate Obama. I mean, if you believe the polls, again, he hasn't done it yet. There's no reason to think that he will tonight.
He had the capability, and I don't know why that hasn't manifested, because we really thought as the debates came out, or as they transpired, McCain has more experience, older guy, probably was going to be able to pull this off, and all he was able to do is hold his own. And I'm done with this. This entire group makes me angry. But I've decided to accept them as people because I'm zenning.
Speaking of zenning, I just got this from yesterday's show. There's the subject line. Sean Connery, Don Imus, and J.D. on Joy. In a long history of truly inventive comedy, you guys hit a new level of brilliance, Ken.
All right, I didn't expect that sentence to end with level of genius.
Brilliance. Or either way.
Yeah. It's still a stunner.
Joy, after the show, she said she was laughing hysterically, and once Dan to record some stuff for her, I said, shut up.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Stop it.
What happened?
Joy's got this fetish for Sean Connery.
Okay.
Tell him the rest, JD. I can't remember.
Basically, she likes that voice, and she wanted me to maybe try to do that voice during sex, and I don't do it very well. We find out that Dan does walk with Sean Connery.
I really don't. It's only one decent line from a movie.
Well, I like it so far. Don't ruin the visual.
And so we thought we just send Dan over while they're banging, and he can do the voice in the background.
Hide in the closet or something?
Well, actually watch if you wanted to.
I told him
JD's big fat ass can't be in the air all the time.
I told him I'd hold the camera for him.
Sounds like a fair deal to me.
Well, I wanted to go watch, but I can't do Sean Connery.
So is there anybody else she likes?
That's how Imus got in there.
Yeah.
She doesn't like Imus.
She will.
You gonna let us come over?
No, you're not coming over to my house because you're not. You're not coming over there and doing your Don Imus, and you're not coming over in my bedroom and doing. No.
Man, you're going to eat that thing or not?
Oh, my God, no. Dirty old man. Take your hat off and get out of my house.
Whew, hot. Man, I've seen a Bible. That's one hell of a bush. Let's set it on fire.
No! Disturbing. Quit it.
You better do your best.
Yeah, man, true that.
I'm having these horrible visuals.
Man, you're going to have sex with her and I. That's the best you can do. Slide on over and let me poke her with my ghetto rooster.
This is not going to occur. A creepy moment.
Your turn, Sean.
I'd like to take a taste of that silken flesh.
It bothers me that she likes you doing that.
And I'm doing it and doing it and doing it well.
That's for shizzle, my nizzle.
We'll look like the beast with two backs.
Oh, my God.
Man, there's some kind of wafting thing going on in here. I think her fresh poon of Bel Air died.
No, it didn't. Not at all.
I think it's
probably you.
I think it's played out.
I think it's whatever you're leaking, old man.
Shut up, boo-boo the fool.
What?
Move your toe.
What?
It's crowded.
I'm spinning.
Man, I got a wicked heart on.
Take it elsewhere. Get out of my bedroom.
Where'd you get those panties from,
Get out
man?
of my head.
Those things are wicked young.
Yes, wicked.
Man, I'm harder than a drugstore Indian right now.
Very nice.
Oh, skeet. Let's do the scissors.
Don't.
Come on, man. Get in there. Hey, move out of the way if you're not going to do anything like that.
I'm barely.
What's the matter, Trey?
Backing away.
I'm tired of watching. Ask her if she's into some group sex. See if she wants to pull a tractor.
No, she
Anything else come out of that ass?
No.
All right, then.
Get out of my head. Strange moment.
You got another one, Danny? You done?
I'm just following you.
Well, let's mount up.
I'd like to have her taste my milkshake.
Yeah, man.
I don't know whether to be offended or turned on.
Let me blow some belly pancakes on her.
No.
Breakfast.
That's a good-looking bow, honey, on that woman. That thing would be diesel.
Let this go.
All right, then.
Thank you very much. Stop the music.
I can't.
You can.
I'm just waiting on Dan. You got any more? All right.
Yeah, that'd be an ender.
Oh, yes.
Line 2. All right. Yes, Corey?
Dude, please, I am begging you. You gotta add this to the podcast. I have to play this for my friends at work. This will make our day. the email.
Is broadcast radio that barren?
No.
Yes.
It's a very odd moment. Like I said, enjoy.
With Don Imus and Sean Connery pulling a tractor on some chick.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, she enjoyed it. She thought it was pretty funny.
All right. Ready to finish news?
Yes.
Stop it.
Man, I'm just standing here watching. I'm representing the West Side Papooses.
No, you're not.
Papoose. It has an S. All S's.
All right. We okay, Club?
No, we're not okay.
540 Dan O'Malley's here.
Let's do drugs. We're only about a half a beat away.
It sounds like we're about 3/4 of the bottle in already.
Yeah.
I haven't been drinking. I don't know how these random acts of randomness have snuck in on today's show.
I'm on the venom.
I think that's maybe where I'm getting it. I'm not trying to plug the product. Well, I guess I am.
Yeah.
But I've seen more wound up since I've been drinking that stuff.
In a good way. Yeah, you just seemed like you're having fun.
Not hateful.
No, not hateful.
So I was hateful before.
You were never hateful before. Why can't anybody give you a compliment? I'm trying to get out of this hole. Shut your mouth.
You say he's hateful all the time.
Where do I say this?
In the office.
I do not.
Out in the parking lot, in the restroom, out in the hallway.
Well, that's all right. Sometimes I do jump to conclusions. John's a human being. There's certainly no reason for him to have a take on certain things. He has his emotions.
Just eat me now. It's coming.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Give me your woman.
No, I'm not giving you my nasty old...
Amish, let's toss that solid
droopy thing.
Let me get in there. You know. The last time that she had one of those... Dirty Sanchez.
No.
The last time she had one of those.
Never.
Well, that's too long.
You're not giving her one.
I'll wear that for a couple of days. You'd be incognito.
Lord.
You look like a Frito Bandito. Want a hat?
No.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
Republican John McCain is looking, of course, to turn around his fortunes in the final presidential debate tonight. And it will be a forum focused on pocketbook issues and domestic policy. The debate is, of course, at Hofstra University in Hempstead, New York, with the candidates seated at a table.
Did they move it?
No, it was always going to be at Hofstra in Hempstead, New York.
Oh.
Never going to be at the Hofbrow.
Okay.
Or in Hemphead. They'll be seated at the table with moderator Bob Schieffer, of course, of CBS. With the economic crisis fueling public unease, Obama has built leads nationally and in key states as the turmoil has returned the nation's focus to the policies of the unpopular President Bush. The burden now is on McCain to try to reverse his slide. To that end, the Arizona senator took a new approach this week, positioning himself as a fighter for the American middle class and easing off his most direct attacks on Obama.
I think McCain has even thrown out a couple of different policy twists that sounds like it's going to appeal more to the middle class. I forget what it was, but as soon as do you have it, Dan?
A couple of them. He did announce a $52.5 billion economic plan on Tuesday that calls for halving the tax rate on capital gains and reducing the tax on withdrawals from retirement accounts, among other measures. A day earlier, Obama had unveiled a $60 billion proposal that includes an extension of unemployment benefits, a 90-day freeze on home foreclosures, penalty-free withdrawals from retirement funds, and a $3,000 tax credit for each new job.
Those are the ones that were more social program oriented. that's McCain's way of trying to get in on the pandering train.
Well, that's
now it is across the board because you've got the capital gains taxes that he wants to cut. That's for upper end,
right?
But he's also throwing in middle things, middle class things.
Make everybody happy. You got to do it. You got to say it whether you got to do it or not. Just like healthcare. I'm going to reform healthcare. That's all you got to say. He ain't done it in the last 50 years, even though it comes up every 4.
That's why they keep promising it.
Sure. They know they never have to deliver. They go back and go, it's been really hard. You guys haven't done anything.
And we don't have health care, or national health care, because we don't want it. Again, you guys have been in office. You've been running this bitch, and everything that's happened to us is because nobody wants to act on anything, or you really want us to be in an S-hole. I don't know which way it is, but you're a senator. It ain't all Bush. It ain't all the president. It's Congress. It's the entire picture.
Exactly.
And I know that's a simplistic way to look at it.
Not really.
But that's the final analysis. That's where we are, man.
And if somebody would
just mount up on that bitch or get out of the way.
No, I'm getting out of the way. Get out of my house. And don't drip anymore.
Man, I'm just representing.
Representing what?
Climb off me, blood. Alfie, what's my... What?
I love hip-hop Imus.
Let's see what else I can work in. What is it, Alfie? I suppose you'd like me to turn your mic on. Go ahead.
It's a question for Everett.
All right. Line 1. Yes?
Yes.
Thank you for nodding. Yes, John.
Yeah, I had a question for Everett. We had a neighborhood.
Alfie, what's he want?
He kind of got screwed on a Barnett Shell contract.
Well, I saw that story today.
Yeah, we have a story in here where
they actually said if they haven't signed it, if you haven't actually signed a contract,
gas company's backing out.
They're not going to pay you your, was it royalties?
Yeah.
All right. Let's try it again, John. What's the question?
Yeah, what I was saying, the neighborhood association had signed a contract with a subcontractor that was working with, I don't know if I want to say the group, but anyway, that's my understanding was that we...
You got any clue what he was trying to ask me?
He was saying that they backed out as soon as this all happened, the economic downturn, and he wants to know if he has any sort of recourse as far as...
Dan, read the story, and Everett, see if you can extrapolate from that.
Okay.
Because you weren't going to get anything from his question.
All right. Police were called to a large meeting Tuesday night after hundreds of people learned a Colorado natural gas company was not going to honor their gas drilling leases. More than 1,000 Southwest Fort Worth homeowners met at the South Cliff Baptist Church to sign the leases, but the Vantage Cafe Group, a Colorado natural gas company, said it was pulling out of the deal. Fort Worth police were called to keep the calm when the meeting became heated. About 20 neighborhoods formed a group called the Southwest Fort Worth Alliance and negotiated a natural gas lease together. They were promised some of the biggest bonuses in the Barnett Shale, $27,500 per acre. About half of the neighborhoods had already signed contracts and will still get large bonuses and leases, but those who had yet to sign leases will get nothing.
Even though they've already started drilling on these people's property, or adjacent to it. Is that right?
Adjacent to it, I believe that's correct.
Yeah, but not directly under the property yet. But I don't... go ahead.
Everett?
Well, if they haven't signed the lease, what is their contractual basis for recovery?
Well, I want to know how they were able to drill adjacent to people's properties, because that was what this whole thing was based on. They didn't actually come out and drill through your backyard.
No, they went under, and they actually showed you, because I went to one of the meetings, showed you how they were going to do that. They'd be hundreds of feet underneath your house. You'd never know. They were not going to put any wells in the neighborhood that you could see.
So how were they able to do that with certain houses without permission, without actually selling the rights?
If you don't sign, that's what I didn't get. If I sign and my neighbor doesn't,
how do you know they're sucking it out from underneath your house?
No clue.
Well, because at least this used to be the case. What's called the rule of capture used to obtain with respect to oil. It's since changed. They now have what are called well spacing rules, which require wells to be a certain distance from each other so that you don't undermine the mechanism by which oil is drawn up to the surface from the sandstone.
Nope.
Anybody?
Don't even ask. I can tell you how they do it if you'd like.
All right, go ahead, man.
Basically, they have calculated per acre how much gas there is, and so if there's areas that you don't sign a lease, they don't have to pay you anything, but there's a certain
All right,
amount.
let's say in one area there's 1 million cubic feet of gas.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, if I didn't sign my lease, they still pump out 1 million cubic feet of gas. You know, they probably got it from underneath my house.
And
pretty close?
Yeah. And there's a certain amount of that. Then they have to send to the Railroad Commission, and they hold it. And then you can claim it at some point.
You get your gas back?
Yeah, but it's not near what they're paying as far as royalties.
It ends up as a tax on my cell phone bill. So ridiculous. It goes to the railroad.
Dan, did you read the entire story?
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
I've got it already signed. I got my cash.
How much did you get?
They were also offered us $27,500 per acre, so I got half of that in a check.
Plus royalties, or is that all you?
No, then we get 3 years. I forget what the percentage was. Whatever they get in 3 years, we get a percentage of that.
Got a fat chance to get that one.
Why? They're
bailing out on some of these things.
Well, but there's still some companies are going to drill in the Barnett Shale. So at least, if nothing else, I get the check for $12,000.
Sean, boy, let's bust out some chronic and let's ism that blunt.
Oh, my God. How did that come from?
Let's get headsprung.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
You still got that prom queen outfit?
Absolutely.
I'll just leave you two at it. Joanne, I will leave.
All right, then. I'm going first.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. If you get an attitude,
You ready to go?
Let's drop it like it's hot.
Go ahead.
Y'all quit that. I get God straight.
I go ahead and try.
All right. Traffic this time around brought to us by Frank Kent Motors, and I'm sure they're really appreciative right now. In Dallas, 635, both directions between 75 and 35. It's stop and go. Also, Dallas, 35 southbound between Mockingbird and Industrial. Stop and go as well. And 75 in Dallas, both directions again, of course, between Woodall Rogers and 635. That's stop and go as well. And, of course, Fort Worth, similar problem areas, 35 both directions between 287 and I-30. That's stop and go, along with just generally slow traffic due to congestion in Fort Worth. I-30 westbound between Summit and Altamere. There's your last check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Dan. All right, what you see outside is pretty much what we're going to have overnight. Overcast, some showers off and on. Mid-60s for the overnight low, then only into the mid-70s. Tomorrow, probably 72. We're at 67, live 105.3.
I finally had to get Everett and Trey to leave the studio. I didn't care about the Barnett Shale on the air.
I know.
The entire break.
Oh, they start talking about it.
That's all it was.
Well, you brought it up.
I didn't bring it up off the air. I didn't care. I already said on the air I was bored. What makes you think I want to listen to it more?
Well, we were just intellectually stimulated.
It's gas.
Well, yeah.
You're sucking it out of the ground.
Well, yeah.
Same thing with oil.
There are rules as to why.
Trey's already explained to it. If you've shown there's so many cubic feet of something, and you don't get everybody's signature, and you suck all of that out, I know there's a pretty good chance you sucked out my gas.
Well, yeah.
And that's really all of it, isn't it, Trey?
Pretty much.
Thank you.
It's just the fracturing process.
The what?
The Barnett Shale, they have to fracture the gas out. They can't, it's not just drilling. They have to go in there, you heat it up, extract the gas. And it's interesting just in the fact that it just now, the technology became available to make it cost effective, but they're only getting 25% of the gas out. So now they're having to go back and already figure out how do we get the gas out of the fractured stuff we already are leaving behind.
So, well, and then you've got the well spacing rules.
He was wrong. He said it was interesting.
By the way, somebody likes to know the workings of our show. We have an email. So let me ask you this. Does Dan just read the traffic on a cell phone?
What difference does it make?
Because they want to know how he does it. It's magic.
He goes to the back of the studio and he calls in.
I think people think everything's much more complicated than it is on this show.
I think traffic just sounds a little more authentic if it's coming through a telephone. That's why I don't have him do it on the mic.
Why is anyone can do it on a microphone?
Why is it more authentic? He's in the back of the room.
Because it sounds
you a soda from time to time. You're blowing the bed. He's either in a helicopter or he's not.
This show ain't got no bits to blow.
We blow them ourselves.
Apparently the magic is with this guy. He wants to know how he does it.
He walks to the back of the room and he calls me.
From a landline, you can answer his question.
Okay. Now he can sleep tonight.
I'm still stunned that anybody bought Jonathan Dodge. We did that at the Eagle for a couple of years, and I think for 2 or 3 years over here. Nobody figured out it was Dan Lewis going into another room, called in, and I played helicopter noise underneath.
A lot of people believed it. Even the sales department believed it. They were, yes.
That bitch was crazy.
No, it's believable if you're not in here. You believe everything. You can't believe that our number one morning show would have a helicopter guy who says he's in a helicopter, has the name of a helicopter, and we don't got a helicopter. Why fake it? Why not just give
the initial reason to fake it was when I'm still at the Eagle, they talked about in the 80s, they had the traffic helicopter, they call it Black Thunder, after the movie Blue Thunder. They said, we're thinking about bringing that back. Get other reporters in there. That way everybody shares the cost. So I'm like, well, let's go ahead and we'll start using the name now. We'll fake some traffic reports till we get the helicopter. I didn't get no chopper. So we continued on. And one of the sales chicks at the Eagle went to a client and said, if you buy the station, I'll get you a ride in the helicopter. Didn't ask anybody. Didn't get it approved. She thought, I'll go out and sell it. And then at that point, they're going to have to acquiesce because I got money on the line. She came back, asked for a ride in the helicopter. We told her to go sit in the newsroom with Dan. She said that there's a picture on the internet. That picture's from the 80s. That's Gail Lightfoot.
But it's just believable enough. There are enough helicopters floating around that you might have one. And you did at one point at the Eagle. Never had one.
I didn't.
No.
They had the one in the 80s.
Yeah. But it's believable.
No, it's not. You ready to finish this?
Yeah.
All right. Did you do a legal ID, Clay?
Yes.
All right, then. 6:05. Get out.
Stop.
The battle for the White House is heating up, especially among Catholics. Right here in North Texas, some complain a letter from the Dallas and Fort Worth bishops basically endorses John McCain and puts their immortal lives on the line if they vote for Barack Obama. For guidance, Bishop Kevin Farrell of Dallas and Bishop Kevin Vann of the Fort Worth Catholic Diocese issued a letter. The bishops warned that to vote for a candidate who supports the intrinsic evil of abortion or abortion rights when there is a morally acceptable alternative would be to cooperate in the evil and therefore morally impermissible. If you want
Why don't you go address your partners who are still touching weenies and you're having to shuffle them around so we can't find them? Focus on that and leave Obama and his policies alone.
That's abortion.
Or McCain or whoever's for, who is it? It's McCain and the abortion?
Yeah.
Okay. Obama is what?
Pro-choice.
So that's anti-abortion?
No, that's for abortion. McCain's anti. That's what they're saying.
I thought pro-choice means the woman can choose.
Yeah. Which means you're for abortion.
Now what I said?
No.
That's very confusing. It's not you. It is. Every time I hear this argument, I go, okay, who's for abortion?
They don't, here's the problem. They don't like to use the word abortion.
No, of course not.
That's where it became pro-life, pro-choice.
And nobody likes that word. We like the word life. We like the word choice. Those are happy words.
Well, and if you're on the other side and you're trying to maintain the stance of abortion, you don't like that because it doesn't really sound like something anybody would want to have because it really sounds like the end of the road. So you make it pro-choice, pro-life. Pro-life is anti-abortion. Pro-choice is
for abortion.
Is that right?
Yes.
Don't get cocky with me.
So now they say you're going to go to hell if you vote for Obama, which I agree with, but...
Okay. I thought there was supposed to be some type of edict of staying away from endorsing candidates. And granted, this really isn't endorsing; it's just damning the other one.
Listen, your call. You vote for whoever you want to. Anybody you want to. I'm not going to send you to hell, but you go ahead.
You want to go to hell? Vote for that one.
Yeah.
Right there. That one. Not that one over there. Or that one back there at the table. That one. Vote for that one. Let's see what happens to your soul. You make your own choice.
That's just basically evil with the church to come out and say that. To damn people to hell for voting for somebody. But it goes against the church.
You gotta go back to the fear factor. And then really, that's the best card that you can play.
Well, absolutely. When you're talking about,
don't worry about the economy or your taxes or any type of financial stability. Vote for that one. And just go ahead and plan on being in fuego.
I can't believe they've come out and done this. It just looks really bad. And you're right. Don't you guys have other issues, I don't know, in-house?
No, man, ain't nothing going on in here.
There's plenty going on in there.
It's all behind closed doors.
That's the problem.
Get off me.
Get out of that little booth. We don't like that little place. It's dark.
It's my sanctity.
It's not sanctity when you open the door.
Why am I doing Imus as a priest?
I don't know. He's been a hip-hop artist the last hour.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
All right. Nancy Reagan, wife of the late President Ronald Reagan, is hospitalized in California after suffering a broken...
Hold on a second. Chick about pro-life, pro-choice? Yes, Barbara.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's be really clear. Pro-choice just means you can stay out of my damn business. That's what pro-choice means. It doesn't mean pro-abortion. Because I think, was that Trey?
I don't know who it was. A lot of people talking here.
Pro-choice does not mean pro-abortion. And that's where the...
Okay, I think he misspoke. He meant to say pro-life. And again, that's where it gets confusing. Nobody wants to use the word abortion. So now you got to dress it up and confuse everybody.
Pro-choice, pro-life means that life...
I know. I got it. Pro-life is no abortion.
Pro-choice
Stop
means
laughing
out of my
at me.
damn business.
And the other thing is, if a chick doesn't want to have thanks, Barbara. If a chick doesn't want to have a child, and you're still in that safety zone,
yes,
even if you want to call it that, I don't want her having that kid if she doesn't want it, because you don't know what she's going to do to her body from that point on. And there's no reason for that child to suffer through that.
There's absolutely no way to win any kind of an argument that has to do with abortion. There's clearly two sides, as you just stated. What's going to happen to that child that she doesn't want and probably can't afford? On the other hand...
Well, what's she going to do to that child, her body, during the term of the pregnancy? What is it, Alfie?
There's another slightly upset woman on line 4.
Show's getting too... Oh, she's pissed? Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yes, I'm very pissed.
Yes, Denise, go ahead.
I just want to say that you guys are idiots, for saying what you said about if someone votes for Obama. I mean, people have the right to vote for who they want to vote for.
Well, hold on, slow. What do we say about Obama?
Okay, like I said, if I'm listening to the right station where the guy go, okay, if you vote for him, oh yeah, you're gonna go to hell.
No, that was a news story. That was a news story.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say. But the guys that are kidding around, that didn't seem like a news story to me.
That was JD said that.
Yeah.
Okay,
JD Ryan.
That's who I called the idiot then.
I was kidding.
Well, hang on a second, Denise. JD telephone.
It was a joke. I was kidding.
No, she's right. You said if you vote for Obama, you're going to go to hell.
I was joking. I was saying how ridiculous that statement is.
Think being eternally damned is funny? Get him, Denise.
I just didn't think it was funny.
Denise, I didn't
eat it. Show that how some people think. So I thought that was stupid with you being on the radio. Because even if I was speaking to the public or where the public can hear me, my opinion stays my opinion for is when a person have a right to choose who they vote for. So I thought that was really stupid of you to say that.
He hates black people too, Denise.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry. What?
Nothing. I don't hate anybody. I was pointing out how ridiculous that statement was by saying it.
She can't differentiate the voices.
I didn't like it, so I'm just letting you know.
Well, he's returned it in kind because he doesn't like black people.
Oh, real? I don't know what he's saying. If he don't, that's his business, but he shouldn't be on the radio saying it.
You don't mind it. He doesn't like black people.
But anyway, I don't have time.
Hey, you're too docile.
I thought I was cooked. Oh, here it goes. She's going to drive up there with my hat. She goes, nah, that's all right.
All of a sudden, an Eldorado comes to the ceiling. Oh, yeah. Kool-Aid car. Go ahead, Dan.
So Nancy Reagan fell and broke her hip.
Which explains why I got the email from Trey wanting her on Deadpool.
Yes.
How old is she?
87.
Take her. I'll even give you the 13 points. Take it now. Spend them all.
Yeah. Just trying to get off the snide.
Off the what?
The fact that I don't have any points.
You don't have any?
No.
The only people that have points are you, Russ, me, and JD.
And who's the other guy you took, or girl, whatever it is, Gail somebody?
He's an actor on Desperate Housewives, and he was in a motorcycle accident with no helmet, and he's in critical care.
Okay.
Vulture.
You're one to talk. You normally scoop in on people before they're even cold.
Sometimes I wait till they're cold before I nab them.
Occasionally, you do actually wait, for the doctor to pronounce them dead.
I'll wait till they're already dead, then I grab them. I think that's a lot more kind.
It certainly is, but it's not part of the game. The game is to guess who's going to die.
That's too hard. There's too many screw jobs to come along with this Deadpool.
Here we go. Oh, my God. Don't bring it up.
Okay.
But you are ahead this year.
Thank you.
And you gave it to me last year.
Oh, we'll give it to you now. Damn.
Anyway, so she actually broke. Let me see where to go. She is experiencing persistent pain. Tests revealed a fractured pelvis, and she also broke her sacrum. She'll be in the hospital for a few days until doctors are satisfied with her progress and then release her.
All right. What is it? The sacrum?
It's basically your tailbone.
The coccyx?
Slightly different than that, but same general neighborhoodish.
So the bone structure that actually houses the clam?
No.
Oh, all right. Then I don't care for it.
For former Vice President Dan Quayle, the 2008 presidential campaign is like a flashback to his entry into national politics 20 years ago, back in 1988. Quayle, a relatively unknown senator from Indiana before he was chosen to run with President George H.W. Bush, said the treatment Alaska Governor Sarah Palin is receiving as John McCain's VP choice reminds him of his treatment 20 years ago. Quayle said he thinks Palin has handled herself well in spite of a torrent of criticism of her experience and her responses during interviews. Quayle said he offered Palin advice on how to deal with the spotlight, and he says, look, just be yourself. You were selected by John McCain because of who you are and what you have done. Don't let them take anything away from you. Just go out and be yourself.
Do I need to revisit some of the Dan Quayle audio?
Please do. I've been in the room when that phone call came through. Miss Palin, Dan Quayle's on the line. He'd like to give you some advice. For what?
Man, that's how you know you hit rock bottom.
Oh, man, have things gotten that bad there?
There used to be a publication called the Quayle Quarterly that did nothing but reference quotes of his.
Russ has some of them.
Yeah. Let's see what I got over here. Some of these are just, I think, speeches. Right. And some were obviously from the Lloyd Bentsen, Dan Quayle VP debates.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what this one is.
Our government, unlike many governments, and particularly the governments of where the people that founded this country came from.
This sounds like a speech I would make.
Big water.
Over there. Not from here, but here now. That's why they're here. Here.
Is a government that is derived from the people, the consent to govern, the freedom that is based in the people, that then elect their representatives to represent them in a free representative democracy that we have today.
From wherever they are.
The speechwriter just killed himself.
No, he didn't, because he ain't reading it from us. Please let there be no words on that page. I don't know what this one is from either.
I have far more experience.
This is the Lloyd Bentsen debate where Bentsen curls up his ass.
Okay. Than many others.
Back it up.
I have far more experience than many others that sought the office of Vice President of this country. I have as much experience in the Congress as Jack Kennedy did when he sought the presidency.
Bad news.
I will be prepared to deal with the people in the Bush administration.
I bet you ain't prepared for this.
That unfortunate event would ever occur.
Senator Benson?
Senator, I served with Jack Kennedy. I knew Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy was a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. Senator, you're no Jack Kennedy.
That's all right. Quayle's got a good comeback.
That was really uncalled for, Senator.
That's the one.
You're the one that was making the comparisons, Senator. And I'm one who knew him well. And frankly,
You're a dildo. Who was the ticket? Benson and who? Because really, as you listen to Senator Senator Benson, he won the debates, which clearly wasn't really that big of a task.
No.
Default. Is that Dukakis?
Yes. Well, that's why he didn't win.
You've got age spots.
Oh, man.
Come over here. Say that.
Nobody wants anybody seeping in the White House. Seeper.
It'd be funny if he just flew across the stage. Listen to me, old man.
Let me ask you something. Jack Kennedy hit like this? And this is a montage.
Okay.
I especially like the end of it where he talks about it. He's in Hawaii. He's doing an interview.
Right.
He's explaining to him where Hawaii is.
Let me just tell you how thrilling it really is and what a challenge it is, because in 1988, the question is whether we're going to go forward to tomorrow or we're going to go past to the map.
I'll take number 2. Let's go back to this.
We don't want to be anywhere that used to be there.
I don't want to be here, most importantly.
I don't like it. Really, I'm okay with history and future. Its president is really sucking a duck right now.
I can tell you, listen.
I'm going to get this right this time.
We don't want to go back to tomorrow. We want to move forward. I believe that I've made good judgments in the past, and I think I've made good judgments in the future. And the future will be better tomorrow. Well, Bobby Knight told me this.
Bobby Knight, too, again?
Basketball coach, famous for throwing big-time fits.
All right.
He says, there is nothing that a good defense cannot be a better offense. In other words, a good offense wins. I was known as the chief grave robber of my state.
Stop! Don't help me anymore. There had to have been a speechwriter come up to him and just whip his ass and go, no cards. We put them in your hand for a reason.
I've seen the trailer for just a minute.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What is it? You heard the term reading?
Yeah. Can you do
it?
You scared me.
Can you read? There's no words. There are plenty of words. You're not using mine. You're using yours. Stop doing it live.
Just be creative. Be myself.
This election will go so much better if people don't think you rob graves.
Let alone you're the chief of it.
This whole campaign is based on perception. Yeah. Stop telling other people that you dig up corpses. Come up with something else. You build ships in bottles. Doesn't that sound nice? Well, innocuous? Sounds very benign.
I don't think the grave robber was what I was going for.
Well, what were you going for?
I'm trying to remember. There were no words.
Hang on.
Known as the chief grave robber of my state, I have a very strong record on the environment in the United States Senate.
God. I don't know how bad his record was. But the crowd wasn't with him on it.
No.
A strong record of not caring about it, perhaps.
Tell another one.
What was his stance?
It was just, a typical Republican Democrat. Republicans are seen as anti-environmental friendly.
What was his stance?
He was more pro-business, less environmental controls. Okay,
that's all I want to know about. I don't want no party background.
I was known as the chief grave robber of my state.
Dude, you better back away from that. I don't use grave robber no more?
No, I wouldn't use that.
All right. Okay.
Why don't you use what we...
I got it down. I got it. I screwed dollars!
All right, that's better. We can work with that.
They're all alive!
I have a very strong record on the environment in the United States Senate. Hawaii has always been a very pivotal role in the Pacific. It is in the Pacific, the part of the United States that is an island that is right here.
He's telling that to a reporter in Hawaii.
It's right here.
It's right here. If this were a one-to-one map, it would say I'm here.
Big dot.
In the Pacific.
Be a big map, but...
Well, I thought that's what Hawaii was.
1 mile equals 1 mile?
Yeah.
Scale.
That's what I said, 1-to-1 scale. I didn't get this in the glove box.
Bless his heart. It's just guys like that. You just put them away. And Palin hasn't done any of that. She just has that folksy thing going for her. That's what bothers you.
But she's too. She'll answer it, but she's the cutesy nature and.
Well, they've schooled her. Granted, she doesn't. Probably not as as.
Just because you can be schooled through a debate doesn't mean that you're actually ready for an office. I could have somebody take me, give me all the questions, prep me, and I could go through the presidential debate. Should probably not blow it. Doesn't mean I can actually run an entity. What are you laughing at, Trey?
Did you ever know what Dan Quayle did after he left office?
Got up in the ass of a Shih Tzu?
He started a think tank.
He did not.
I swear to God.
How big was it?
He probably got trapped in there.
I'm so alone in here. The only thing I can think of is how to get out.
A think tank for what?
For politics, policies.
So he was going to be like a consultant?
Yeah.
Oh, Ninja, please. How long did that last?
I think that's what he does.
People pay for this.
So who farted?
That wasn't me.
Is that you, Chloe?
I cut it off.
No, you didn't cut it off. That was a full note.
It was shorter because it was going to be longer. I held it in.
He's been blowing trumpeters all day in the office.
Why? What did I tell you about food?
I tried not to eat today.
How long before we need a break?
3.
That better not come get me.
No, it won't. Hold it back. Hang on to it.
You got a leash on it?
Here, boy.
Go ahead, Dan.
Okie dokie. Recession talk frightened Wall Street today, sending the Dow Jones average to its second biggest one-day point loss ever. A weak retail sales report and dour forecast from the Fed, coupled with sober comments from Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke, sent stocks tumbling. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 733 points in its second worst single-day point loss ever, after having slid as much as 780 points earlier in the afternoon.
Trey, did you look at CBS stock today? Because the market was on a slight rebound when it went it dropped from $28 to $8.50, but then it rebounded like 9.25.
The last time I looked at it, it was back in the 8s. I think it was like 8.
Did you look today?
No, I mean I looked this morning. I didn't look where it ended up, but it was back in the 8s, like 8.
Did the market close at a low today?
Oh yeah.
Guy just sent me an email. $8.62 for CBS.
So it's not worthless.
No, it's not worthless at all. Just what you have is.
It's all right. It was never worth anything. It doesn't really matter to me if it goes from $28 to $9.
It was on paper. It was,
My break-even point was $33. That's when they gave it to me. You make anything more than $33, you get to keep that. We keep the $33. So you got the bigger screw job.
How much do they owe?
Well, the good news is if it's worth...
There is none. And don't. We need a break?
Yeah.
All right. And you go tune up in the hall. Don't leave that in here.
Okay.
Your Herb Albert ass. See what I asked?
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Play at your own risk. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
We play Rock and Roll Jeopardy. We have anything to play for?
Yes. We do, actually. A pair of tickets to see the Black Crowes November the 21st at the Palladium Ballroom. Dinner and a limo ride with Limo George. Vantage Point on DVD and passes to the upcoming Live 105.3 movie premieres.
Same stuff we had last week.
Yeah.
I didn't win those prizes.
You didn't win the bub. Apparently we have more.
All right. Certainly not any reason to be a big draw to the show.
You keep all the prizes yourself. Why is that a draw?
Well, then let's go this route. Okay. If we're never going to give them away, why not throw some cool crap in there?
Oh, okay. Well, next time we'll just jet rides everywhere all over the world, trips, cruises, things like that. Possibly a new car.
California, Michigan.
Well, of course. Don't be absurd.
All right. What else you got, Dan?
Roy Williams headed home to Texas Tuesday in the NFL's biggest trade before the deadline, giving the struggling Dallas Cowboys another proven receiver opposite, of course, Terrell Owens. The winless Detroit Lions traded their unhappy 2004 first-round pick and one-time Pro Bowler for 3 draft picks from the first, third, and 6th round in 2009. Detroit also gave the Cowboys a 7th-rounder next year. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said he struck the deal 2 minutes before the NFL trade deadline. He's Williams, an Odessa native who starred at the University of Texas, of course, said, "I'm more happy to be a Dallas Cowboy than when I got my first bike."
JD's right. He brought this up earlier. How was all of this that it played out? You got 2 minutes left. Jones gets the trade.
They're at the owners' meeting. So this isn't like phone call. This is him sitting down with, I think it's the Fords that own the Lions, and just saying, let's make a deal.
Knowing that the deadline was coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what was the statement you heard from Wade? Was this during the break?
Yeah, it's on DallasNews.com. Basically,
Wade Phillips?
Wade Phillips said he believed the Adam Jones era with the Cowboys is done.
Is that going to be the Cowboys choosing, or is it going to be the NFL?
Well, I mean, it could be the NFL. If the NFL reinstates them, the Cowboys still have the option of saying, we just don't want you anymore. Which that for him to make that strong of a statement.
Sounds like the Cowboys really are done with this.
Yeah.
Well, what if he goes through rehab?
I think after 13 times
Has he had 13 issues?
Yes.
I didn't realize he was that big of a scamp.
Yes, he's 3 years, 13 issues, including a shooting. And
what did he shoot?
It was in a strip club in Vegas, and I think one of the bouncers got shot. And
he was involved in a fight, but no one said he shot anybody.
Right, but there was a gun involved.
Well, you made it sound like he shot somebody.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to make... just as far as everything that's going on
it's too
around
late.
him.
You've already said it. Lawsuit.
He's going to need the cash, too.
He may not be that bad of a person, but he puts himself in bad predicaments all the time. Even with 2 bodyguards full time, he still just seems to make...
I thought he had 4.
Or 2, they rotate. There's 2 always with him, but they got to sleep sometimes, so then they have the other 2.
You got to sleep sometime, mister.
And it still didn't work out.
All right, so he's got 2 bodyguards. He's got 4, 2 on each shift.
Yes.
All right, he beat up one in the bathroom. Where's the other one?
I think the other one was A, breaking up the fight, B, on the phone with, I don't know if it was Jerry himself, but someone saying, here's the situation, red alert.
Code Waka Waka.
Hey, it's me, the bodyguard.
How you doing?
Guess what?
I got 4 of you guys on my payroll. Don't give me any bad... 4 of you. Don't give me any bad news.
We asked for 4 at once.
Well, 2 people can't handle this, man.
Dude, we're shorthanded.
Well, what's happened?
I can't tell you right now. I'm getting my ass beat.
By who?
Watch the news.
Oh, it's terribly wrong.
It's just... This last incident, now, if you want to count it in a string of incidents, then yeah, maybe it's time for him to go. But there's some altercation that didn't even require the police to haul anybody off for charges. That one sounds like somebody's just looking for a way out.
But that's a lot of his incidents have not led to police charges. It's just how many times you have to put yourself in a bad situation where you end up in the news that you have done something wrong.
So he went through almost everything that he's been in. There have been no actual charges, no convictions.
He's on probation for something.
Sounds like he should be.
Yeah. He's had a couple, I believe, like Class C disorderly conducts, one for spitting on a woman in a bar or some kind of club altercation, fighting.
Maybe he's just misunderstood.
13 times misunderstood? I just don't think it's damned odd that this actually him being suspended turned out to be Jerry Jones' benefit, and the guys that he got in a fight with were on Jerry Jones' payroll. Call me?
All right, so the deadline to get Roy Williams is coming up. And the only way to be able to make that trade
What's the one
is
thing
if
I can do?
Something, if Pac-Man goes off on somebody.
That's the only thing if that happens, I can get the Roy Williams? Really? Come here, Jimmy. Tonight when you're in the boat, slug him in the head. Just start a little something. Just push him into the mirror. Be all right. A little bonus for you.
I don't know if that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
That's a dandy conspiracy if Jerry Jones actually took the bodyguards and went, if you guys get off in an area,
just start it.
Fist him in the ass.
Just start a scuffle. Doesn't have to be a big thing. Just start enough to make it the news. It's brilliant.
And I'll call the police.
Cheers in the parking lot. It's on.
Well, there's altercation going on. Who is this? It ain't Jerry Jones. What were you going to say, Trey?
I don't know about that, but I wouldn't put it past Jerry to be saying, all right, this happened. I'm at the meeting. Roger Goodell's here. Roger, come here. Do me a favor.
Come buy you a cocktail.
What was Pac-Man's number?
He was actually number 21.
That was my old number.
Yes, it was. I had not thought about that.
That assuming you ever played. It was not. How do we decide 21 was your number?
Because that was his number.
Because he made it up.
No, there's pictures.
Where's the pictures?
Actually, the group photo of the Cowboys in...
I want to say it was 78.
Mm-hmm. 78.
You know when you...
I was out that day. And if you'll go back and you'll look at the roster, the picture... I'm not in there. There's no number 21.
I know you're not in there. There is no number 21 that particular year.
People miss picture day.
I missed mine in high school.
You did never play. It's impossible.
I might have to suit up.
God, he sullied your number.
Yeah, but now you can bring it back.
Yeah.
I think I sullied my own number.
He'll sully it again.
I think Raphael sullied that number.
Yeah, it didn't come out either. I even tried lava.
I don't care how much bleach you have, some stains just don't come out.
Just stop.
Jersey looks like a tampon. Maybe we had some lava or something. Go ahead, Dan.
Speaking of football, a group of young Fort Worth football players have found themselves kicked off their league due to adult fighting. Now parents and coaches are fighting to get the Fort Worth Falcons reinstated.
Why didn't you worry about this before you got your kids in trouble? You have an S-Fits on the sidelines. The adults, not the kids, the adults are getting into fights. Now, you got your kids totally removed from the field.
Kicked out. And they were warned. It wasn't like they just said, you know what, too many fights, you're out. They warned them, don't do this again, and they did.
Yeah, the coach, Cedric Robinson, the coach for the Fort Worth Falcons, said, I love my boys so much. They've put in so much hard work. He said, suspend me. Let me go. In 2 weeks, the undefeated Falcons were scheduled to compete in the Ultimate Youth Football League Super Bowl. It's a competition Robinson said he believes should still go on, even if that means without him. The UYFL kicked 200 members of the Fort Worth Falcons out of the league, citing unsportsmanlike conduct, which includes 2 physical fights between a coach and a parent. In both cases, the Falcons say the coaches were acting in self-defense. According to the
Where are these parents during the game? Are these games? Are these scrimmages? Are they practice?
They're games.
They're games. How do the parents get down on the field?
In most of these situations, it's small fields.
Parents are on the sidelines.
Yeah. Like Little League. Whatever.
Yeah, sort of.
The parents are right there on the edge.
I've seen it happen. It's unbelievable.
Why wouldn't they just ban the parents from that area altogether or cage them up during the game?
I think you just threaten the parents at one point. You do it again. All the kids are out.
How many different warnings did they have?
Well, you had this one. You had where did it go? Two physical fights between a coach and a parent. And according to the UYFL, the Falcons athletic director got into an argument with a parent during the first season game. During the second game, the junior head coach got into a fight with a parent about his playing time for his child. That parent ended up being taken from the field by an ambulance. And then last Saturday, a Falcon coach got into a fight with a parent from a visiting team. Now, the Falcon coaching staff were warned if they did not clean up their act, the team would be kicked out of the league.
Why aren't these parents locked up?
Well, probably after the fight they were, but you still at some point have... I've seen this behavior. It is unbelievable. I used to date a chick whose kid was playing soccer. Parents out screaming, over screaming the coaches at their kid. And their kid's listening to them and they're, can't you pay attention? Shut up, how embarrassing. I think it's not uncommon at all.
And I think the other problem is, and I've seen this back when I was a Little League umpire, the biggest problem is when parents start yelling at other kids on their team, and They do that, of course, right where that kid's parents can hear them. Like they're criticizing someone else's kid, and that's where a lot of that starts.
Well, then you start with a very simplistic rule. You say anything to anybody during the game, before, after, or 30 days beyond, your kid's out. Say one freaking word. Say anything. Make a face. Blow a fart. Your kid is out. Do anything. We don't even need an altercation. Utter something.
That should be the way the coach should approach now, going,
obviously,
it's too late.
If you're going to have to make the end result, if you guys get an altercation, you're out. Back it up. Back it up to a point of absurdity so they don't even get to the altercation.
Any kind of noise whatsoever. There was actually, I want to say 2 years ago, there was a league where they made the parents absolutely make no noise whatsoever during the game. Don't applaud, don't clap, don't boo, nothing. Not a sound from the sidelines. It got that bad. This was, I want to say, 2 years ago.
And I'm sure the parents are going to come back and complain, I can't enjoy the game if we can't get into it. We can't cheer our children. We can't cheer our children. I can't give my child any accolades. We obviously can't trust you to act any better than the kids on the field. In fact, kids really need to be your role model because they're not beating each other up.
It's a kid. That's what's the sad part. It's not the kids that are involved in it all. It's the parents.
And they keep them all out. If you had that many heads up,
you're out.
You got next season. It's your own fault. Explain to your kid why you couldn't keep things under control at a sporting event.
That's a good life lesson. You're right. I'm sorry.
Well, the problem is the child's got to eat it. Well, but if you've had that many warnings and the parent's still going to nut out,
the child eats it, but it's a lesson. It's a life lesson. If you don't play by the rules, even in sports, you're gonna get tossed.
Well, how fascinating! Now the parents are coming up with solutions. Well, don't ban my child. Ban me. You had that option before this happened.
I know, but now it's happened, and now we'd like to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, there'll be none of that.
We want to go to the Super Bowl. We've played hard. These kids played their hearts out.
Go play in the backyard.
We don't like you and your rules. I'm going to beat your ass.
So, did anything change after the parents' pleas, or everything is where it was?
That's where it is now.
Yeah, it's where it is now. The Falcons have been kicked out of the league, and they're trying to appeal it. But
Trenholm,
who did it?
Trenholm.
Oh, damn it!
Sorry. Poots McTrenholm. Good God!
Why? Why? What is the rule? I'm not.
Did you just swallow that?
I got it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Moving.
I'd like to drink some of that, please.
Oh, dear God.
What is it that's not understandable? Don't fart in this studio. If it's in your body, leave it in there. Why can you not fart for 4 hours? Why is it you can't go out during the break? The breaks we have are like half an hour long. Why can't you go out for a gas break? Go float an air biscuit outside. Kill a few birds. Stop farting in here. I'm pulling JD. What?
The more he's laughing,
are you
the more
still farting?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Leave.
What is that called?
Exit door.
Go through that. Go through it. And the cap came off my Lysol.
A little lighter.
Not in here.
Oh. I get a paddle with holes in it, but I lose it in a fire.
He's fart thrilled.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
I can't see.
He's out of here. Now you broke the Lysol.
No. You stay in the hall.
I'm better.
No, you stay in the hall. In the hall.
I'm better.
Where am I?
I'm better.
I don't want you in here.
No more farts.
Go back in the hall.
Promise.
Get in the hall. Hall.
Fine.
I don't get pissy with me because you get farty with me.
Okay.
You call it the Barnett Shell people. I'm dig up his ass. How long before we need a break?
No.
Good. Everybody run.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
We only got a couple of minutes. You got a news story you want to finish with? Or we can knock out that quick round of Rock and Roll Jeopardy so I can get at those Black Crow tickets.
Okay. I like the Jeopardy, but if you want, I can go through the 10 possible reasons why you're still poor. Well, not you, obviously.
I like that. Go ahead.
Okay. List of 10 reasons why you might not be rich, even if you make good money.
Suck.
Not everybody sucks. It sucks that's poor.
I don't believe that's a stereotype. I think I can get away with that one.
Seems fair. Number 1, you care what your car looks like. A car is just something to get you from point A to point B. That's it. If you see your car as anything more than that, you're throwing away money.
All right, so this isn't necessarily poor people. It's people that spend beyond what they have.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, you feel entitled. A lot of people think they deserve to be rich, so they max out a dozen credit cards so they can live like they're rich and then spend the next 30 years digging themselves out of debt. Number 3, your investment portfolio is not diverse. You've heard this before. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Your money is a lot less likely to suddenly disappear that way, except for these times.
Well, our 401k is diversified. Mm-hmm. Most of the other stocks went up. The only problem is they stuck that CBS stock in the wood pile.
It's certainly in the basket with all of the other ones, yes.
Trey brought this up yesterday. Yeah, I don't want to see my 401k. If CBS stock has dropped that dramatically, and they had the audacity to put part of our retirement funds in CBS stock, I can't fathom.
Didn't you have the option, though, to move it around wherever you wanted it?
I didn't know you could move it.
Yeah, I think once a year you can.
I thought when the 401k is set up, I just thought that was something the company always did. You had somebody that was supposed to have a handle on the economy that would diversify, put all your different funds in different areas.
Oh, it's diversified. I mean, there's probably some...
Why would we just slip CBS stock in there?
Probably some IBM and some different ones that are really doing well. Or doing as well as can be expected.
Again, why the CBS stock?
Because that's our company. They're going to invest in themselves.
Does that seem prudent?
I think probably up in some office somewhere they believe in them.
My Zen ain't working.
All right.
Number 4, you started saving too late. Compound interest can work wonders over time, and the sooner you start saving, the better off you'll be. Number 5, you hate your job. You got to be honest. You'll only work so hard at a job you hate, and that's going to affect your ability to get raises, promotions, and the like. Plus, if you spend 40 hours a week in misery, there's a good chance you'll spend more to relieve the stress of doing work that you hate.
Well, that's the obvious explanation for Gavin's absenteeism.
He doesn't hate this place.
Yeah, you're right. You can't hate it if you're not here.
He can't hate it from over in Fitzhugh or his house, wherever he is today.
I don't know where he is.
He went over said he was going to a meeting, and he never came back.
He got here at 2 and left at 4:15 for a meeting at Fitzhugh.
Well, I'm sure it lasted an hour, and then he went home. Home's on the way between here and there, and I'm sure that it called to him.
Let's see, go back to work or home. Now, this is praying heavy on me.
Russ ain't at the house.
Okay.
It ain't praying on me no more.
Good, Dan.
Number 6, you don't like to learn. If you don't have a willingness to learn new things in order to improve your career and financial situations, you'll never be rich, flat out. Number 7, you buy things you don't use. If you don't understand why buying things you don't need is going to prevent you from being rich, then buying things you don't need is the least of your worries. Number 8, you don't understand value. Just because something's expensive doesn't mean it's high quality. Just because something's cheap doesn't mean it's a good value. You have to have the balance.
I don't understand that one. A lot of times you can buy something that's cheap that is as good as the name brand.
That's what they're saying. You nailed it. They're saying, just because it's a name brand doesn't mean it's the
right.
best
Okay.
value.
In other words, don't go solely on price.
Well, that's normally what I do with most things.
I know. You buy the Dr. Thunder instead of Dr. Pepper, and you're cheap. That's okay. Look where you are. It works.
Frugal doesn't always mean cheap.
Oh, I agree with you totally. I mean, you look at millionaires around the country. Sam Walmart.
Sam Wall?
Yeah. He used to drive an old beat-up pickup truck and pack his own lunch.
Then Ross Perot drives an old Mercury or Crown Vic, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. They said when they were building the first Walmarts, he used to go out and pick up nails in the parking lot and make them reuse them.
Sam Walton was notorious for just... I hate to be cheap, but he grew up poor, and he was like, I know the value of $1.
Well, and that's a good
what you want.
That's a good perspective to come from. If you're not raised in poverty, then you really don't have a good relationship with where you came from.
Or it's been given to you, like in the lottery. The stories are forever about lottery winners who end up dead or broke.
And the last two real quick, you don't take advantage of opportunities. Basically, keep your eyes and ears open and trust yourself enough to take a risk or two. And finally, your house is too big. If you have a big house, you're going to spend more money on property taxes.
That's an investment.
The question is, do you really need 2 or 8 guest bedrooms when you only have 3 friends who never visit anyway, or you never let inside?
That sounded more ad-lib than actually reading from text.
No, it's on the text somewhere. It's just I lost it. What happened to it?
My house is an investment, and I got a better shot at recouping any losses in the economy because of that house if I ever sell it.
I agree. I mean, real estate is an investment, no doubt. But sometimes people go overboard. It can also be ridiculous to have rooms you don't see for months on end, sometimes years on end. Maybe you don't even know you have them.
You're right. I haven't done a head count recently.
I've been through your house. There's rooms with nothing in it. There's attics that you got mad at me because I was in an attic. I don't think you knew you had that attic.
Why were you in my attic?
I was looking around. I was seeing just what the different rooms were and how they were connected.
I don't like you looking at places I haven't been yet.
It's your house. Walk around, occasionally look at it, or get something smaller, or get a tram.
You gonna let Dan and me come over to your house?
No. Why would you come over to my house?
So we can be there with you and Joy.
No, you're not going to be there with me.
She's so sexy.
No, stop with the voice. She likes that.
Firm.
It pisses me off. She likes you, Sean Connery.
She's like ripe flesh.
Stop it.
Man, that's some big whiz flaps she's got on there.
God, stop it. Where does this come from?
Last time I saw a cooter that big, I was working on the General.
Oh, my God.
How we going?
Had a mesh hat. For more information on the Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and more, go to russmartin.com to answer any questions you may have about the show. Go to russmartin.info to email the show, and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, johndavidryan.com, danO'Malley.com, djclo.net, and TradeTrenholm.com. To reach Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney, call his office at 214-823-LAWS, or, website, dallasattorney.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, majesticliquors.com. The official airline of the show is Southwest Airlines. Their website, southwest.com. And the official site for Live 105.3 is live1053.com.
All right, see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info. Russ Martin Show.